we're here. Come here, Isaac, let me help you. This is an Astro chat. It's going to be a warning reading, channeling. So I'm actually going to talk more about this on the astrology part of members. We're going to get into it a little thicker in hourly astrology in particular. But yeah, guys, Mars leaving Capricorn, this is a very, very big deal. Mars in Capricorn, the sun in Capricorn. Give me a second here, actually. Mars is already in Aquarius. But I mean, I would consider it, we're just at 0 degrees. I wish I had a physical ephemeris in front of me. Give me one more second here. I want to see. We're about to have Venus as well tune into Aquarius. So yeah, Mars is in Capricorn. So something is going on here. It's like almost like a Mercury retrograde. It's giving me Mercury retrograde. So my ephemeris was ahead. It zoomed up to February 14th. For whatever reason, it was on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. So Mars being in Cap, guys, with Mercury in Capricorn, with the sun in Capricorn, with Saturn, Pluto is about to leave Capricorn. This is huge, hence the Age of Aquarius reading that we did for Pisces. Okay, that's enough, Alex. Leave it. So, the point being, guys, it's almost like we basically have Mars conjunct Pluto. Pluto culminating, specifically, in that conversation. There's a lot, like, within the Mars-Pluto conjunction. And Capricorn placement is gonna get funky. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, Spirit's been just having me lay low, you know, just hunkering down a bit indoors, if you know what I mean. Pluto and the sun are going to leave Capricorn on the same day, and this is going to be on the 22nd. Let me double check on that date and time. Is that people are going to be acting crazy here, okay? You're going to start seeing, you know, a lot of people, we've been talking about this, very hungry. They're like addicted to you, and you're going to realize who's addicted. Look at who comes around right before the turn of the century, right before the turn of the times. You hear that boom? So the sun, Pluto, you know, leaving Capricorn is huge. This is coming down to shadow figures in your life. You're starting to see people for who they really are. Specifically, we're looking at parental figures with Saturn. We're looking at generational resources, karma, okay, with Pluto and Saturn ruling this transit. I mean, this is kind of like a quasi... we're seeing people for their manipulative tactics. I'm hearing that as well. Mars, Pluto, and Saturn kind of like conjuncting. Things are coming. Things are definitely coming. Just return it. Yeah. People are about to get their karma, guys. And these people here who are about to get their karma, they can feel they're about to get their karma. You know, personally, I mean, everyone under the sun trying to make friends now for some reason. You know, I wonder, during the last season of Cap, which is all about... Hey! Karma. Hey, guys! Calm down! Alex? Alex, come here. You need to calm down, dolls. Jade? Hey, Jade. Come here, Jade. Isaac, come here. Guys, you need to chill. That's crazy. Hey, hey, hey. Stop it. Jade, stop it. Okay? Stop it. No. 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 Stop it, Jade. I said stop it. You need to calm down and relax. They're too hyper right now. So, you know, return it. Like, these people are coming around right at this time. You know, we have to just see it. We have to zoom out from the astrology. If you can be firm at this time. It's really asking of us to be very firm at this time. We cannot be scared. We cannot back down. We've worked too hard for this. We're talking spiritually, energetically, you with your guides, being one with your guides, one with your spirit. Okay. Now is the toughest call of all time. Saturn ruling the sun and Pluto eclipsing out of Saturn energy, basically, and succumbing to Uranus. This is a time where, you know, people don't want to grow up. They don't, interestingly, you know, Saturn, they don't want to grow out of the mold they've created. Overly restrictive parental figures are probably going to be eclipsed out of this conversation. You know, it's like if they're too stubborn to change, well, it's going to have to change. Your dynamic with them is going to change. Many of you people have regrets about how they treated you, handled the discussion, the connection. That's way too bad. You know, you can trust they're going to be on their way back in. These are people who have shadow Saturn. And it can be someone who played the role of a father figure. They're going to just fall right off of your timeline. Okay, played the role of a father figure, but wasn't really truly allowing you to recall your own power in that space. We are all a father to ourselves as well. No one's going to be that person to us. So if there's a toxic fathering energy, that's going to have to go. It's going to slide right off. Aquarius has no room for that in the luggage there. Hey, Jade. Okay, that's enough. Isaac, that's me. Jade, stop it. Stop it. Isaac doesn't even know what he's grabbing. He's grabbing my hand. Hey. Can you calm down? So, you know, stop that. Isaac, I said you need to take a break from these. Can you wait? Let me help you, Isaac. Let me help you. Can I help you, Isaac? Hey, Jade, can you come here and sit here? Sit here. Good boy. Stay. Don't move. Let me help you. Come here. Isaac, come here. Let me just monitor Isaac for a second here. Feeding him something. So, Aquarius is about enlightenment, guys, right? Redefining, rediscovering. We're not in this old patriarchally driven, okay, past life energy. Cleared on the back, return to center. We're rewriting the code. It's accept it or leave it. It's appreciate this new timeline or leave it. And so if someone was... Let me help you, Isaac. Let me help you. Return the energy. If someone was toxic, they're going to have to be on their way out. Okay, I'm hearing the show must go on. Okay. You ate it all? Return it. So someone here has not been, you know, I'm hearing also their word. Like, so, someone who was wanting to be a father figure maybe, or wanting to be someone dependable and reliable. I mean, what we think of when we imagine so-called father figure, you know, and if they weren't that person, the time will tell now. And so many of them are scrambling, you know. It's just not gonna work anymore. So some of you, I see a lot of marriages falling apart here, love and light. I see a lot of long-term structures, hey, you know, structures falling down, crumbling really. Hey Jade. So yeah, the time is up. The time, patience has run thin, patience has run dry. This is very awkward, you know. Some of you are going to have to really turn people down. It's like, but see, the thing is, you have to watch them melt into their surrender. You have to watch them become humble, ultimately. You know, Shadow Saturn is about also like, well, I should be listened to. Well, why? Because I've been listened to for the past 45 years. It's like, well, no, actually. You need to reinvent yourself. It's time to reinvent yourself. I don't know what you're saying. So, yeah, I'm not having no patience for trolls. And so, there is a lot here that is very uncomfortable to have to really look at. And to really commit to come down to cultivate patience surrounding your intuition. You know, do I feel this person is really where I need them to be at? It's kind of giving me, it's time to fire you. You know, if you cannot be showing up, some people are going to get fired. Some people are going to be exposed. You know, some of you, I'm hearing the Great Depression. I'm not sure what that's about now, but things are going to have to be just seen. It's like no more loaning. We've been loaning. As a collective, we have been loaning our energy out. We've been loaning. We've been giving, literally like loan forgiveness even at a certain point to certain members of this here body. You know, it's not working anymore for us. And so we flip the script, and it's very awkward. I mean, it's like the moment where you have to kind of just like talk down to someone who, you know, for years and years and years, like, you know, has been talked to as someone who is so highly respected. It's like, this is really what I'm seeing is really going to turn around. Like, people are going to stop respecting people who just don't. I mean, what? Why should I respect you? Have you earned respect? Or are you just sort of inheriting respect? So this is where we're really going to fall off a train here, okay? I don't have respect for that. I don't have respect for that behavior. I don't really actually have respect for you. It's like people want to start thinking for themselves, waking up, like, I don't really want to, like, do this or do that. Some of you, this is going to be in the form of, I don't want to listen to what my parents think I need to do for myself in my life. I don't want to just be the doctor they want me to be. I don't want to just be a pianist. I don't want to just follow the footsteps of my father. You know, something like that. This is where that train has to really come to an end. It comes to an end, okay? And it's going to be very awkward. Like, some of you need to, but it's awkward because you're watching them in their downfall. But the thing is, it's really no different. You know, their behavior and treatment, that patriarchy has sort of, you know, it's been a slow motion downfall of the divine feminine in the last years. And so it's kind of the same thing. It's like, and they were not embarrassed. There is no embarrassment. So this is where we are just flipping the script, and it's very obvious. It's very blunt. That's where we see that Aquarius, that Uranus coming in like, yeah. No, we don't care that this may not make sense in this moment, but it's gonna, because it's been not making sense to us. We now have to say something, and so our voice is coming out. The voice of the divine feminine, interestingly, at this turn of really strong Aquarius is coming forth. There's just too much to be living for, to listen to these, I'm hearing old bastards. That's literally how I hear it, love and light. I mean, Saturn does rule, you know, yeah, and it's more energetic, right? I say this always. My favorite human on the planet, he just transcended. He was 90-something. Oldest person I've known. So this is not about return the energy. This is not about age, but it is kind of. in a way. People who are just too regimented, too fixated, too focused on what also makes sense for them, right? I mean, Capricorn, I'm sure we all can see it. Like, the shadow is very selfish. Shadow Cap energy is very selfish, which is why they could be great, you know, military leaders. That's just coming through. So I don't know. Anyways, we are speaking of war with Mars and Pluto, but the war begins also at the very inception. Hey, Jade, I don't like that. Stop doing that to him. Hey, you need to listen to me. When I say stop doing that to him, stop it. Calm down. Jesus. Come here. Yeah. Sit. Yeah. This good boy. Stay and relax, okay? And this is what it's about. It's like, oh, you're not ready to see my masculine come out? Some of you, it's like these masculines been hoarding the masculine energy all for themselves for all these years. It's like trying to make feminines feel like they cannot have a masculine voice here. It's like, excuse me, I have a masculine side to me. Everybody has a masculine side. So why are you like literally stealing my energy? Okay, these people acting like extra in charge. I hear like that. No, I'm gonna just stop. I'm gonna stop investing in that whole image of you. So this is where you're going to pull back, pull out, and really commit to the decision you've made. Maybe many years ago. They don't want this out. Clear the energy. We're not about that. They did not want to see you rise, because that would mean that they are then obsolete. When you take on your masculine energy as a divine feminine, you're unstoppable. And you really start to point out, a few potholes in their plans there, because they definitely are not ready to step into their divine feminine. What's happening here is the divine feminine is coming into their masculine here to, and we are here to teach a thing or two, more than two though, I think, in terms of number. The shadow toxic masculine, patriarchally driven, I'm hearing group heads. Yeah, and fuck off, Chris. For Christ's sake, return it. So, clear the energy. Okay, we're not at all about your agenda of, I'm hearing poly life, whatever that means. So yeah, this whole like situation here where basically what they're monopolizing the masculine reserves. Okay, and it comes down to finances, it comes down to energy, it comes down to what you're creating, and no longer, in a way, I'm so sorry to have to say it like this, but the masculine, I'm talking just the physical masculine archetype will become obsolete. We no longer really need you. That's what I hear. And that's where these, and then they're going to fall off like some crustaceans of the zodiac, okay? These crustaceous, toxic, patriarchally driven, okay, bred and born, inherited, okay, power, greed, wealth, psychology. I mean, all of this is going to go down. Okay? I'm here. We don't need you. Okay? That's right. We don't need you. We don't need you. So this is over. Okay? And I'm not talking about body part masculine. I'm talking about the archetype, because you're going to have a so-called someone who identifies as a woman. Okay? Taking on toxic masculine energy. Okay, and so yeah, I'm hearing Grand Cross Shrine. So this is very awkward, because some of you, you know, it's like they're gonna feel very like demasculated, okay, demasculated when they see that you no longer want to buy their so-called product, which is their masculine energy. So it's like, I don't want to buy into your image of who you think you are. And so whatever is fake and phony as well, shadow, macho energy, all of this, you know, it's going to go. It's got to go. Okay. It's got to go. It's going to be far and out of here. And things are going to really collapse for a certain group of, I'm hearing hedge fund holders. Okay, this is maybe something financial, yeah. So I'm telling you, things are going to turn. So, and it's wavelength first, where people just not really like into that dish anymore. You know, it's very subtle. The tastes for that product is just going to just kind of change. So throat chakra, yeah, they really don't want this message out, but hey, we speak it into this already is. Okay, we're speaking it. We're speaking on behalf of it. We're starting to feel this. Okay, exactly. It's just like we're not there anymore. Thanks though. You know, it's not that time and space anymore. You know, what's with the like? Not bitch, I can do it on my own. I'm really that good. Okay, I'm as well. Who I am. I want to place you and frame you and picture you and imagine you that you could be. You didn't want to be a prototype. You wanted to be someone who would actually create. I don't want to create. I want to be fluid. So have planks around my character that sort of pin me into this obviousness, okay, of my describe as well, or define and prove what I do. You know, some of you here, many of us, myself, okay, beer industries. Anywho, yeah, feeling heat in the left ear. They're very angry that we're getting this message out. Good. Be angry. That's your karma. Okay, so because you're not changing nothing, and this is where those people who want to control you the worst, they want to control you so badly. They are on their way out. These people who want to control you the most are the ones who are so shut out of your life. When the sun moves into Aquarius, when Pluto moves into Aquarius, I mean, in Mars, it's gonna be way far obsolete. Okay, the driving force has changed. We're no longer interested, and that's where everything turns around. So, you know, you're very successful. I'm hearing that on your own, and that's part of how you prove this. You know, many of you people, they're gonna try to fire you before you're gonna ascend to the point where then you may need to fire them. That's how I hear it. I see a lot of feminine energy here, very strong divine feminine essence coming into positions of power, positions of in the workplace especially. And people don't have a reason to hate on you. It's just like all they know is that you're a threat to their system. Okay, of belief that they don't even really understand for themselves. They just kind of reincarnated with that, and they just kind of continue not ever questioning who they really are, and because it's serving their ego. So clear the energy. We're not about you. So there's, yeah, in the sacral. So this is where also, and they're very upset. Why? It's like salesmen, right? Who just, for years they were selling off some extremely cheap, okay, frickin', you know, corn syrup, buckets of corn syrup selling, and now it's like, suddenly we want honey. No, we don't want corn syrup anymore. They're angry as hell. What do you mean? I literally just had like $1,500 worth of investment in corn syrup, and you're going to tell me you're not interested? It's like, don't tell me who I'm going to be interested in. Don't tell me, okay, what I have the taste for. Don't, just because it's more profitable for you, just be, so we're going to start having a voice here. The tongue is going to start working on these here trolls, okay? These trolls are going to really understand, and in industries, I'm saying industry trolls, because it's more or less the same thing, right? So much of the way they control our potential and how we access our potential is by way of marketing, by way of societal sort of setup. This is really going to change. It's going to turn around. The beat will change within this landscape of how we interact with commodities as well, literal commodities. Our cravings are going to change as a population, okay? The things that keep us in this, you know, circular pattern of thinking when it comes to what we think we need as well, all going to change. We're going to become much more independent when it comes to such things. It's going to look very, very, very embarrassing for those as well who don't know how to survive outside of that spectrum of taking advantage of the divine feminine energy. Those who have been subsisting on divine feminine energy in a really incongruent way and not allowing us to really access our full potential, really have the fullness of our voice, are really going to see the real slap on the back of the hand with this transit. They're going to be very, very uncomfortable during Mars, especially moving into Aquarius. To join this series. It will be by February 14th that we see Mars moving into. By that point, Mars will be a zenith of Aquarius, and it's going to join Pluto. It's going to join the sun in Aquarius. So this is going to be something really that's going to herald much change. This transit, yes, Isaac, what's going on? is going to be very ridiculous, though, I'm hearing as well at the same time, because there's going to be so much resistance. People are going to be, you know, it's giving me like, oh, look at him, he used to be such a nice guy when he was back there, back in the day, making a lot of money, feeling like he was the king of the jungle, and now it's like he's getting called out for this, called out for that, and he's turning into like I'm hearing a whack-a-mole monster. Clear it on the crown, on the right side of the body, clear it on the right side of the body. Someone's going to ask you to go on vacation. Don't go on vacation with this person. I'm hearing in June, March, April, or May, they're planning some vacation for you. No, thank you. Some of you here, this person does not have what you need, and you know it. Some of you, they want to go on some carnival cruise with you, or something having to do with something related to an RV or something, some camping van. No, I'm perfectly fine. I see a crown here, but the tips of the crown look like frog fingers, frog digits. So yeah, we're going to have to really weigh things out, and I don't think it's going to really add up. It's not going to make any sense at a certain point for us to engage, these galactic monsters. Look at these trolls. Oh, what's going on tonight? Are y'all okay? What does that username mean, Mimi? I'm curious. Now, I'm hearing ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Yeah, you too. People going to come through in June, July, August with what they need to come through, let's be honest, around the holiday season, okay? Now, you're a little too late. You're just a wee bit too late. And it's your curfew. It's your curfew. You need time. You best go. You go to sleep now, doll. Time for you to go to sleep now. Some of you here, I'm hearing Mo. I'm hearing Frankenstein. It's about time, okay, that these trolls to your potential, your power, your empress prowess. I'm not just talking to the females' body parts. That's not who I'm talking to. It's anybody who's being called to their calling, their purpose, to instill in them their divine source code of feminine energy. No, guys, hey, leave it. So yeah, so I see something about a vacation. They're going to invite you somewhere. They're going to invite you. This is someone who wants to invite you to some show, even. Show on the road. Something, food and show. They want to take you somewhere. Yeah. No, I'm really good. Okay. It says no. It's giving me the like in Vegas, where they have show and dinner and all of that. So anyways, this person is so tacky. They should be so embarrassed, okay? Really, for coming through. The time that they're gonna come through is just very embarrassing and telling. It's like kind of giving me, hey, like, I kind of wish, like, I came through sooner. They may even tell you, like, I had kind of, like, planned to come through on the holidays. It's like, what's the point of even saying that? If you're so goddamn late, like, what's the point? I mean, let's clear. Yeah, I see someone's aura here. There's someone here who, is protecting you from this interaction. They don't want you to interact with this person whatsoever. They will try. Okay, real hard to bring the talk forward and to frame you even as sort of wanting this, okay? Jesus Christ, y'all are like not hungry? Go eat dinner now. It's your dinner time. Frogs off the pond, y'all. So anyways, this is like a time where, you know, you are going to be very inspired as well. And that's going to piss these trolls off so badly. Okay, it's going to piss them trolls off so badly, their pants going to fall right off. That's what I'm hearing. They're so upset. They could be maybe even like kind of getting depressed, losing a lot of weight. They're so nervous. Some of you, they're not able to eat properly. Yeah, because they feel, listen, it's like hearing your stock's about to plummet. All these masculines, hyper maskies, okay? You know, wanting to like manifest with you and shit. No, 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 no. Like, we're no longer, the divine feminine has a different palette in the day and age of 2024, especially once we just right on skirt right out. Okay, yeah, that's right, of a Saturnian ruled stellium, planetary constellation of an alignment. We're not interested in knowing who you are. I'm hearing that. It's like these people here think that it's like there's some ancient rulers of some law far off kingdom. It's like they were operating off of their clout. They were even running off their own coattails from a past life. And that's really not going to fly with spirit. Aquarius is all about, no, I don't really care what's so-called cool. I'm going to create my own shit. And that's really where the collective is going to be at, where we all want to sort of see each other at. And so it's like, we're going to stop investing in these industries that are all about, oh yeah, he's cool because, you know, he's been cool. It's like, he's been cool and he's still cool. Well, that's not cool anymore. He needs to grow a bit. And not just up, but out, and really spread his way. Yeah, really grow out of his mind. Okay, so this sort of statuesque, okay, leadership mentality is also going to really fall from grace. We're not interested in knowing who believes what. It's like, I'm kind of even getting love and light these politicians. You know, it's like, who gives a damn? It's like, who do we want running the country again? No, wait, no, you're not going to tell me it's this person over here. I mean, who does he represent? Look at who he is. What does he represent? Just earlier today, you know, I was reading about, or whatever, these governors or whatever. It's like I'm reading about, you know, even like presidents openly cheating on their wives. Like, I mean, and these people are so-called running the country, guys. I mean, these people are the people who so-called have access to heavy wealth resources. This is like honestly going to be unheard of in years and years and years. Going to be unheard of. We are going to look back at that and be, it's like the equivalent of slavery. Like where people could own slaves and like, you know, it was normalized. This is really what we're going to be looking back at. Like, I cannot believe, like, we saw him. Like, how is it that we still saw him as a leader in any shape, form, or capacity? So, yeah, there's going to be a different measure and a different mark. Gone are the days of he's classic handsome, or, you know, she's able to really turn me on, and that's what it's all about. The seduction energy is out. Shadow Cap, I'm telling you, out. Okay, where we're, you know, yeah, and that's the thing. Capricorn can be very domineering and very, and you know, the attraction to that is going to be what really falls love and light. But you know, why are we attracted to dominance? Why do we need to feel that someone dominating us and that then we're attracted to them? That's going to change. Okay, right? Maybe right now it sounds crazy, but that's going to change. Why do we need to dominate each other? That's not Aquarius. Aquarius is, I dominate by way of falling back, because I better understand why it is that we may need to dominate at a later point in time and not now, if anything. So Aquarius is a wisdom approach, whereas Capricorn is more fear. Capricorn is more, I need to save now so that what if in the future I'm, you know, we have a Great Depression, I get, you know, there's something about keeping flow, and it's all very abstract and metaphorical. You know, maybe not everybody's meant to understand this message, so maybe watch it a few times if it's your message. It's not everybody's message. Many of us viewing here clearly, you know, and I know we have trolls and we have reptilioids who are watching for a purpose that, yeah, I mean, it's futile. I don't know, at this point, maybe this is their last stop on the train. It's like, I might as well watch Alchemy and you. So yeah, hey, and hola, and aloha to you and yours. But we're not going to be giving anything of yours to you as well. We're not going to play that game back. We're not going to be in this, you know, toxic feminine where it's like, it's all about the feminine, it's only about the feminine. The point of this is that it is the marriage, the unison of both halves. It is about feminine being brought into their masculine. And so it's a currency, and that's why they're so upset, and that's why they don't want us to be in the space of our freedom, because, and again, I'm not talking gender, but much of it is the way the society is aligned, but not all of it is, and it is the archetype. So they don't want to give us back our own energy, our own sacred code. They have been making a lot of money off of that. Okay, masculines in the toxic have made a lot of money off of, and it's not money, it's energy. Okay, it's not money, it's energy. They have manifested with our energy, and is slavery really? I mean, they have enslaved our masculine. So this is where it is that we are like, no, that's okay, thanks, I don't need you to do it for me. I have the capacity with myself to recognize that that's something that happened, okay, where you took that from me at a certain point in time, and I will take it back. And so this is, they're gonna fall, they're gonna slip, and they're gonna take a very deep tumble. It depends where these masculines are at, the shadow masculines, depends really. And I reiterate, it's not gender. So you're going to see people who just are so stubborn, okay? They are like not willing, okay, to give up the fight so that you can be free. Those people are going to feel the breakup the hardest. You know, at the very end of this conversation, there's going to be moments of, you know, no, you're gonna miss me, trust me, you know. No, there's nothing to miss, there's only more to create. And so they're trying to make you seem like a negative person for having your independence. They're gonna try to make you feel so-called you know, less of a person without them, so-called you know, scared on your own. You're really gonna leave this company, you've been here for many years. They've been exploiting you on so many levels. And many of you, there's going to be a moment where we come out with things, where we really start to talk about things that have been happening. We're going to start becoming more outspoken about things that need voice, okay? Like, why is it that I tolerated that? And started to open up about that and really introspect, not just, hey, I'm going to leave that job, but I'm going to go and I'm going to start a campaign against that kind of career even. I'm hearing that shouldn't be one. All to begin with, you know, there's something that you're going to start becoming much more passionate about. And the bravery here is really what we see with Aquarius ruling 3 planets. Now, there is a new frontier as well when it comes to how the masculine is going to become very, very much utilized for the feminine archetype. There's going to be this moment where the feminine starts to remember and awaken, and it's really no different than ancient slavery contracts. I mean, if we just like make the parallel, imagine at a certain point, it's like, you know, these people had slaves. It's like for years and years. Oh, imagine all of a sudden one day, wait, suddenly the slaves are growing a mind of their own, and they're realizing they don't want to be slaves, and we're starting to overturn the system, and now I got to do my own dishes and my own farming, and that, I mean, imagine the feeling of helplessness. The shadow toxic masculines are going to be at such a low. I really hear it like that. And this is not eye for an eye. This is just rebalancing. It's just karma. And that's the thing, it's not us, it's not ego, it's not eye for an eye, it's not, now I'm going to be the supreme power. This is balance, this is karma, and this is remembering and reminding oneself of where it is that we truly own our power. It's in that very space of balance. We're going to pull our energy back from people who we gave so much of ourselves to. Like, why did I value you so much? Why did I give you all of that part of me? In exchange for what? I mean, that's not making any sense. So where you've been maybe in, you know, relationships with people who were just keeping you entranced at a certain point, you know, it's like, no, I can do that for myself, you know, starting to realize I don't need this person again. And some of you, these people have literally paid you to remain in situations and circumstances, jobs, positions that just don't any longer make sense for your higher archetype, and your spatial context is way different. The downloads you'll receive are going to just very much make all of these decisions that you will be making very easy to make. And that's part of why this is so infuriating for the toxic shadow masculine energy, because they are not used to you being so, I'm hearing, on your wits about yourself. Okay, clear the energy on your on your up and up, on your game, okay, with yourself, and playing that with yourself. It's like they're very jealous. I'm hearing that as well of you. So you need to realize that these masculines, you know, they're going to be out in them cold frontier air, wind chill sort of energies. These people are not going to be guided by spirit as well, and that's part of it. They realize that you're chosen, you're flying high, and it's not about tit for a tat. It's not about, and this is where they'll try to flip it on you, make you feel guilty for being what? Balanced. Okay, making it feel like it's not your right to be free. Okay, trying to indoctrinate you into the mindset that you were better off a slave, that you were better off enslaved to their masculine. It's really no different. I know this is a bit controversial, but yeah, the toxic masculine archetype, the patriarchy driven societies and industries are really no different than enslavement. So you have to see it that way. Now we're asking ourselves, what are these industries? What are these timelines? Who is it that I need to forgive and forget? What is this conversation that I no longer seek to have with even myself at a certain point? Where do I obliterate this distinction that's made between my own masculine and my own feminine? Where do I feel I need to hide my discussion of my masculinity? I hear it like that. This is where we become much more brave. Again, we're taking our energy back. That was yours to begin with. How do we identify these industries? It starts with what you start to become more inclined to talk about, to talk more openly about. Let's give an example. I used to always go to this one therapist, and I always had them kind of talk for me on my behalf about what maybe I'm experiencing. Suddenly, I feel like I want to start even creating my own space where I want to create a way by which I will lay the foundation of how I see myself, and also maybe how others can see themselves. Maybe a more femininely appreciated approach towards healing. Okay, the psyche, the mind. So I'm seeing something very interesting here, but that obviously, talk to your person practitioner, disclaimer, right? I mean, if you're going to a therapist, that's just something, yeah, you talk to your person, yeah, we have all kinds of people viewing, but it's a general, it's I'm hearing academics is going to be a humongous industry here that's going to come under major scrutiny. It has been, actually, right, with the whole Harvard thing. And that's very interesting because for years now, Harvard's been coming through. And I'm thinking, what's all of this about? Well, yeah, very recently in the news, we're seeing all of that. So this is very interesting. A lot of these educational systems, it's like, sorry, why are you in that position of power again? I mean, what? Like, how did you even get into this school? What is behind all of this? And that's the feminine. The feminine is intuitive. It doesn't look at what we just get. We see beyond that. We feel it. You meet somebody and you feel them. You don't just kind of read the resume, right? Hiring is going to be very different. People are going to get hired on a totally different spectrum and basis. Completely. Is kind of scary, honestly, because these people who thought were banking on, literally financially, these industries are going to turn around so clearly, so swiftly. I'm hearing Channing Tatum. Interesting. Isn't he an actor? So I don't know what that's about, but disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, these industries changing so rapidly. These people who are banking on, making a lot of money in a certain way, like working the algorithm, overworking the algorithm, abusing the algorithm to their benefit, something is going to come as a rude awakening. And the thing is here, that's really the key to it all, is the awakening of the divine feminine. So there's not really any magic, here really at play, so-called, that is, even, I wouldn't say it's an invention of some kind. I wouldn't say it's one thing in particular. I'd say it's the whole collective. It's where we start to just form a distaste for this groupie energy, to be a groupie. I hear it like that because this has to do with these industries that fuel also your mind in believing that you need certain people in your life. For instance, I need a man and I need my man to be like this or like that, or I need a man who is this type of man who's going to make me feel like this type of woman. These industries are on their way out. Okay, these industries are totally they're obsolete. I mean, they're going to be refined to the point where it's kind of giving me, who goes to that store anymore? It's like, it's giving me Von Dutch collection hat collectors from what you had. You always see these people, it's like they're a little outdated. Sorry, that was back in 2012. It's like you see these people a little bit out of the orbit. This is what's going to happen. It's really hard to imagine possibly now, but yeah, this is going to happen. We're going to start just really getting really turned off as a collective to these industries that are making money off of the divine feminine, okay, specifically being lost, okay, when it comes to the spectrum of her divine masculine. Again, I reiterate, it's not gender. So yeah, some of you, this is family. I see something happening when it comes to generational wealth. I see some of you, you're going to find massive, suddenly, I'm talking sudden, massive amounts of wealth in your hands. And it's coming from this generational karmic shift. Okay, this is over. Okay, so some of you are going to have huge responsibility with like a massive amount of wealth. Something is going to happen that's kind of sudden. I don't know. Some of you, like, you weren't even planning. You never thought, even some of you, that this would happen. But yeah, someone here, it's kind of giving me like you're next in line for air, energetically, though, speaking. And it's really about how you are perceiving of the potential of what you can create with that. So the money is going to go into the hands now. It's going to be redistributed into the hands of those who are truly here to create for this global collective, not for a patriarch archetype of I'm hearing surrender to the soul. Oh, okay. Well, this is very controversial, but I am hearing that this now also has to do with religion. So these systems that, like, of religion, in quotes, will say that we're making money off of people, okay, being sort of in the shadow of their relationship to their true self, their self-teachings, okay? Like, this is where we're going to leave the broader bodily structure of religion, and we're going to get more into, let me see if I can do it myself. That's giving me the therapy. Yeah. That's going to be rewired. The framework of, I need to go to this person to do these things. I need to have a doctor who's going to be doing this for me. Maybe we're going to start looking to more holistic. Be my own doctor, maybe. Let me look into this, look into that. Let me research. Let me start thinking out of the box. That's really what it's going to be about here. I'm seeing something about performers. I see the industry of entertainment, the music industry. People are just going to be, I'm telling you, like, just turned off. Like, one day going to wake up, I don't want to have a manager. Let me find a way on my own to do this, you know? I don't want to have to go through this big company to get my record off the ground. You know, why? For what? Like, you're going to start boycotting the inception point of where we have perpetuated our perceived need, okay, for people to capacitate our beginnings, to make them something. No, you begin because you have begun. Okay, already, and no such thing as time. So this is where we see the fabrication of time and space as being measures of what matters. That's the Saturn shadow, and it's on its way out. We're not interested in knowing what time means when it comes to our creative potentials. We are uncapped. We are untapped in terms of our potential. No one is going to tell you, no one's going to tap into your potential for you. I'm hearing that as well. So if someone here, okay, was sort of, you know, like tempering your potential, like maybe they were your manager, or they were sort of helping you, you know, I don't know, they were your producer or whatever, and it wasn't actually serving your creativity, they're going to get unplugged, and your guides are going to step in. You know, the universe is going to be your guiding force. It's a universe that's going to really propel your voice. I'm hearing that. Some of you, it is your voice. Some of you are going to start, I see starseeds filling positions, you know, major spokespeople, okay, for all kinds of campaigns. We're going to start seeing a different voice here. You know, you may start to recognize fellow starseeds in positions. It's like a signature. You're just picking up on it. Like, you know what? I never was into politics, but maybe, you know what? Now I'm kind of getting into it, because you're starting to feel that there's this energy changing. Some of you are going to start feeling more guided to get into politics. You're going to start feeling that you want to start to have a voice there. Okay? It's time for you to have a voice there. I'm hearing that. Okay? This is a very specific message. You'll know if that's for you. Yeah. Clear it, return it. I'm hearing Mike. You're gonna start feeling that, like, yeah, you're there's an audience out there for you. Okay, it's not really about when you are, like, yeah, privy to this craft. It's like, when is it that your audience is now woke? So some of you, you're going to start feeling that there is a door open, okay, and it's a narrow window for some of you. I see a number of starseeds entering into certain industries where you're going to start just, you know, doing something you've never done in your life ever before, because you feel that it's necessary, it's needed. This is coming from a space of need. It's being driven by the collective need, which is very foreign from a Capricorn. Capricorn energy is more, like we say, in the shadow, especially selfish. How can I make the most money possible? It's not really about what's the best for society. It's more, how can I make the most money possible? That's really the driving force. The most resources possible for the longest period of time, and hold on to them for the longest period of time. That's that stagnation. And so we're going to see the dislodging of industries that have just been holding on to money, holding on to resources, holding on to assets, holding on to the divine feminine. I'm hearing that. Divine feminines who have been in industries where you have not been making the most of your potential, you're going to get dislodged. You're going to start flowing, and it's going to be possibly to another country. So you're going to move. You're going to move completely from one lifestyle to another. Okay, and you're going to totally awaken to how it is that you really want to create what you do. Some of you are going to just fire, someone who you're working with who was just limiting you, was just, not a good influence on you when it comes to your creative, artistic capacities and talents. I'm hearing maternity. So society is going to start being geared as well, okay, around maternal forces, the maternal force, the importance of the maternal force. This is about how we are maternal and loving to one another. Does society, is this really set up for us to allow for that? Are we in a space to be able to cater to the need to be maternal? This is where we're going to start taking ourselves back to square one, and that's where Saturn, the archetype of the father, right, again, is going to be kind of brought a notch back, okay? And it's like someone who just had a little too much mic time, okay? Hogging the mic, okay? Clear it. Hogging the resources. Let's give a chance now for her to speak. This is how I hear it. So yeah, guys, it's going to come down to what we're attracted to, especially once Mars moves out of a Capricorn. It's just like there's no tolerance for that's not turning me on, but I'm still kind of like involved in this. No, if you don't have the taste for it, there's no motion to that ocean anymore. I hear it like that. See, I do see for some this could be breakup season. It could be suddenly one day, you're waking up, I just need to get out of this relationship, divorce. This is many years. I've been with this company for so many years. It's time. So how many of you are feeling these changes coming? Clear it. Return to center. I see something with candy, like I see candy machines. Yeah, exactly. It's about, we have to indicate that we expect things to change. It's like, if slaves will really believe, yeah, this is the best I can get, I mean, it's all in the limitation of the perspective. So it is really about the demand, and it's really about, okay, proving the demand. If you're kind of like saying, I don't really like this, but then you're not really demanding it with your action, then we're really not seeing change. Okay, and so that's where, the divine masculine expects us as well. Our own masculine expects of us to bring voice to what it is that we expect of others to give to us, so we can actually have the life that we want to live. We all deserve to live the life we want to live. And this is where these narcissism, the narcissistic energy that has been attached to gender, the narcissistic entity that has been attached to, I'm hearing, race as well. Is this a more masculine race than that race? This just silliness, the war energy that has been amongst so many different so-called tribes. This has to fall. All of this has to fall, has to go. So this is going to go. It's on its way out. It has to be brought into balance. It has to be brought into a realistic framework. And it does come down as well to assets and money. People who have been hogging money, holding on to money, and have not been assisting collective forces with that, they're gonna get unplugged. That's what I hear. All right. Now, I'm kind of curious, what industries do you guys work in right now? Do you guys feel like, your industry's on the horizon for change? Is there something brewing, something stirring in the air? Do you feel like you have your nose in the air? Yeah, return it. This is also about what people are drawn to, attracted to. I repeat, shadow toxic masculine energy. So many things are going to change, guys. Think about anything that is related to how people assert toxic masculinity. Those industries are going to change. I keep hearing something about beer, the alcohol industries. I'm almost getting something like it's not cool anymore to like drink. That's what I'm hearing. I feel like we can't imagine this, but yeah, it's so funny. Wouldn't it be so hilarious if, I'm sure it would be many, many years down the line, but that the coronavirus reading, keep clear of corona, maybe stay off beer, guys. Interesting, huh? Beer does have the ability to alter your gut bacteria, but gut bacteria is very important. It's the first war that we wage inside of our very bodies, right? Bacteria, we have a second brain that is in our gut. So if we change our gut bacteria, and that's why health is so controversial, because much of our consciousness is held in our gut. So when we start to take control over that, anyways, long story, right? But imagine if that industry started to really change as well. I'd be curious to know how the stock has been doing when it comes to Corona. But yeah, these things are going to change. It may take time, of course, but yeah, we have a 20-year salute with Pluto in Aquarius. There is so much as well that we have yet to look forward to when it comes to returning the sacral. What we really feel stirs our soul, our spirit, what attracts us genuinely. Mars in Aquarius is going to bring a feminine energy for everyone here around. I feel like people are going to start finding a very different energy attractive. It's going to no longer be this display of machismo, okay? It's going to be, and I again repeat, not just masculine and feminine. It's going to be the embrace of the feminine that's going to actually end up feeling that the masculine has been brought together with the sound of that voice. Interesting. Okay, that's very interesting. Maybe this is about the music industry even. Anyways, I feel like I could go on and on about this. These are just channeled downloads. Yeah, this may be something that comes around many, many years from now. I kind of see it applying to like maybe even like rap music, okay, or like certain industries where it's like people want it to be all hard, and this is gonna change. I'm hearing like that, like being more feminine, and how do we say feminine? Like softer toned. I don't know. It's very interesting. Maybe one day we'll see this. I wonder if it'll be in time. But yeah, it's definitely on the way. We're going to be more in touch with our feminine. And I see it though with the voice. So, when people, I think you can tell a lot by someone's voice. You can tell when someone's not being authentic, when they're trying to be somebody that they're not, like through their voice. I feel like that's something that's going to be of major focus. Like something with music is going to be related to that. Yeah, very, very interesting. So yeah, I see something about candy machines? So random, but yeah. I see like candy shops. That makes me think of 50 Cent. Take you to the candy shop. Hi, baby. I'm hearing a song. Papa don't preach. Na, 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 na. Papa don't preach. Da, da, da. Is that Madonna? Just return it. Something about the rifle industry? I don't know, guys. So much is going to change. I mean, this is going to be incredible. I think it's going to happen very quickly as well. Clearing the crown. It's going to be so quick. So the changes that are made in Aquarius, especially with Pluto in Aquarius, I'm talking, right? Clear it in the crown is going to be so marked and so quick. So that's great because it's like big changes happening very quickly. It's efficient. We're not wasting time. The thing about Saturn is it takes so fucking long. Saturn is slow as fuck. I'm talking about the energy, right? So the sun and Cap energy in general. You would know. And love and light to all. Listen, I got my North Node in Cap, but there is a positive to that. But Lord, we're talking about the shadow for now. In this dispatch, we need to examine what we're releasing as we move into Mars and Aquarius, right? So anyone who's known a Capricorn, you know how stubborn they can be, how but sometimes dry, boring. It's like, can we get a move on kind of thing, Capricorn in its essence is, and nobody is just Capricorn, but even if you are very Capricornian, you still have other planetary placements. So this is not a jab to Capricorns, but this is about the Capricorn archetype, okay? These Capricorn shadows, especially though, are just, some of you are really giving these people your time even, you're being very patient. You're going to look back at these people like, the hell the fuck was I doing waiting on this person, waiting on this industry? Maybe you're waiting for something to change even. Some of you are waiting for some companies to get something back in stock or something. It's like, you're going to find another replacement. Another company's going to come around and just replace it, like, boom. This is how the industries are going to change. Whatever is, like, really, like, for instance, they're like, sorry, like, we need more time, like, but it's because they're waiting on that to make money. I'm hearing that specifically. There's going to be another company that wipes that industry out completely. They're going to totally lose the market. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know for everybody what that's about, but yeah. Like, someone's going to finally answer the demand. Yeah, it's like a really young, fresh company. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so, and I'm hearing there have been already indications of this in that market. So this is something that it's like it's bound to change. It has to change. It's kind of giving me like, bro, you keep leading her on, leaving her hanging. She's gonna find another person, you know, who's gonna really treat her right. That's kind of what it's giving me. Is a real man who's gonna treat her right. That's how I hear it. So be it your love life. Some of you, if this is Venus, if you got a Venus in Aquarius, oh wow. We'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that once we get there. But once we get into, yeah, we'll do maybe a Venus series. We'll do um we'll do a Pluto and Aquarius series, and we'll see what that'll mean. And yeah, just clear throat chakra. I see this happening in terms of your friend circles as well. Okay, so people are gonna become like not so popular, who were taking advantage of you and just being like not a good person, but they were still holding your interest in them. And that's where at a certain point, you know, it's like narcissism is something you're accountable for. If you're going to be a narcissist, throw chakra. If you're going to be a narcissist, it's karmic. And spirit is going to turn the table at a certain point. And they're going to ask you, you know, because when you're a narcissist, you're holding on to people's energy. You know, and it's like, what are you doing with that? It's giving me like money lenders and loaning. I'm thinking of banking here. Listen, I don't know about none of this stuff, but yeah, this must be something that's going to change. This is going to be something that's going to change. So, people who are holding on to your money and you're like, maybe it's literally your money. It's like, what are you doing with my money? I need to know. Some of you, you're going to want your money. You're going to want your money back. You're going to want your money in your own hands. You're going to want to invest it yourself. I'm hearing farming. You're going to want to know with greater transparency what's going on with your money. But I think this is probably something like really big deal. Like industries, big industries. Someone was letting someone just hold their, I'm hearing the chief executive officer. Someone was blindly like just holding the money, not really giving much indication of what they're doing with that money. Some of you, they were holding it abroad. Something is the levy's gonna open here. This makes me think of the North Node in Taurus reading. Remember that? With the boat. Well, the nodes are Capricorn. The nodes are Capricorn and Cancer. So definitely when anything happens with Saturn, we're looking at the nodes. So that was Taurus. And Taurus is quite similar to Capricorn. Interesting. Clear threshold, right. So there's a lot of healing coming, guys. Many of you may feel you want to go out on your own, you know, on like some kind of journey of discovery. Some of you are going to just feel you want to go on a retreat. You're going to travel, clear on the throat chakra and the crown. Some of you suddenly going to want to spend less time with family. I see that, yeah, you're going to need to like explore, and that's the only way. Yeah, shareholders, something is going to be really disrupted with something, and they're going to be very upset. I see a large number of people, like stakeholders, pulling money out of one. I'm hearing Target, pulling money out of one industry entirely. Like, we're tired of this. It's just like, I'm telling you again, it's just what we've been saying. one morning they're gonna wake up and they're literally just gonna have a different taste in their mouth with that. I just don't want to be in that, yeah. It's like something got ticked on. It's like, imagine like every shareholder had a dream on the same night and they woke up in the same morning, had the same vibe. I don't want to hang out with that person anymore even. Oh, I don't know what that's about. Could be politics mixed with money. With the finances. I'm here in Rutgers. Isn't that university? Yeah, we said something about the university's education system for sure. Again, to reiterate, we've been talking about these Ivy Leagues for years now. Harvard specifically. I was like, what's going on with Harvard? So just recently we heard about that. And we were saying with racism and all of this. It's like we're finally blowing the cover. It's like we're blowing the covers off. Like, what you doing being so warm under those covers there like that? While people are out here freezing. This is what the energy is. We're pulling your blanket off. What are you doing under there? You know, is this selfishness? Is this greed? It's like people standing in line for years and years suddenly going to wake up and start knocking on the door. Hi, what are you doing in there? Why are we staying in line out here? You know, this is going to have to happen. And they're, like I say, it's going to be very awkward because these people are like, oh my, how dare you speak to me like that? It's like, how dare you leave me hanging out here like that? This is what it's going to turn into. Okay. And so, yeah, it's like there's a movie scene I'm imagining where, yeah, we're just sweeping up all the debris of the Matrix, y'all. But that movie where it's the scene where he's like, don't talk to me like that, oh my, and then there's a swarm of people, they're just like, get out the way, we don't want to hear about it. It's like they were respecting him at a certain point. What movie am I thinking of? Because I'm thinking of some very specific, clear in the crowd. Something about a hotel business. You know, anything that just like favors the elite. Okay, one specific group of people. I don't know what that's about now, but I don't know. Something, maybe we'll get into this. Maybe we'll do an industries reading. Maybe we'll do like a what's happening to this industry predictions. Would you guys like that? But yeah, maybe we'll do that at some point. I can't promise even if we would like that. If Spirit wants to do that, we'll see what, yeah, we'll see what. But yeah, you guys let me know if that sounds interesting. I feel we do hit all that anyways, but like with a more targeted approach and attention, maybe we'll read on industries. But I keep hearing something about tires as well. So clearing the heart chakra. What's that movie? It's like then they stampeded over him. Like they realize it's just an illusion that he's powerful. They all started to like speak out. Right? Like what's happening generally to this industry. Yeah. Maybe we will do that. That would be kind of interesting. Like, what do we need to know about this industry, that industry, so on? That might be kind of cool. Yeah. So maybe we'll do that. But yeah, the shift is drastic. It's like where you can draw a line around, like a circle around the ant, and he thinks it's a real barrier and he doesn't want to cross it, right? If you ever draw a circle around an ant with pencil, they won't cross over the barrier. It's like, I feel this is the day that's coming where these ants are going to just start crossing the lead barrier. It's like, he led him in a circle and I'm just looking at him and following that. It's like, I am leaving this little circle here, okay? Let's clear the sacral. I'm hearing buddy system. Yeah, this is Aquarius. Like, I don't need to like be friends with him. It's okay. Like, this is on the astral. I see people flying in separate directions now, where the energy was more like segregated, and we were like more in this fear energy. Oh, I need to like be with this group of people. No. We're gonna start flying off. Like, we're gonna start hitching different portals. We're gonna get much more brave. Yeah, with our ascension. So we've been ascending all along, but it's just, yeah, very different now. So with the trolls tonight? It's been like absolutely like fruit ninja tonight. But rotten fruit. Rotten fruit ninjas. Something about Drake. We were in Sky. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things exposed around a lot of people who are like so-called popular or like successful. We're going to understand how they came to their successes, like for real. It's like, how did he get to his success? Oh my God. You know, it's like, because there's so much illusion, guys. This is what I hear. Gotta go clear and throat chakra. It's like, I think we're going to start seeing like, I'm hearing, it's not the man in the mirror, but we're going to start seeing the man behind the mirror. Who is he? Who is that person? I'm listening to his music, but who is he, you know? We're going to start questioning these people. Because, you know, you're giving them your energy, your time, your money. Why am I giving this person so much of everything I've got, you know? Like, especially icons. Icons are going to change. Big time. That's what I'm seeing. Anyways, I see a red apple here. It's like there's a whole backstage, you know? So it's silly when we look at just the image of something, and that's what something with Saturn. We're going to feel very silly once we move into Aquarius. It's like, I thought he was cool. Oh my God. I paid how much for his concert tickets? Oh my God. You know, you have to imagine like we're paying into that system when we're like, yeah, it's all, and with your energy especially. So these so-called famous people, whatever, it's like, in a way, guys, like they're paid as well because of the energy you give to them. So this is going to be brought into question. It's like, how can I support someone like that? You know, how can I? It's like when you finally listen to the lyrics of a song you've been singing for years and years, it's like, wait, what did he say? It's like, what? Oh no, I don't want to sing that song. I don't want to listen to that song. He wrote those lyrics. No, it's going to have different energy to it. Given that you now have heard, what's with these hey ma'ams? What is going on with all these aliases? Are you guys like okay? Are you drunk? Oh, you're on your way out, right? With the whole, I understood. Pluto and Aquarius. All these weirdos, y'all. Yeah. I see something major with academics, though. It's like, hold on. I could give my money. Hold on. When I'm paying the school, I'm giving it to who now? And then they're going to do that. What with that now? So I feel like the investment, it's like I could take all of that money and I can invest it in this instead. I feel schools are on their way out. Universities are on the way out. The fuck is going on? This message must be so important that we literally are like getting tag team attacked in this reading. Okay? So, and it's very karmic. As Mimi said in the very beginning, when you come into this chat, you leave with goodie bags. Yeah, they're trying to distract us. Exactly. It's very important, these messages. So big underline with frog ink. Okay? Yeah, where am I going? What do you mean I'm obsolete? What do you mean you don't think I'm on shit anymore? Yeah. They're gonna get sent out to another portal. Being a frog is a blessing to them now. Hey, Isaac. It's all relative, you know? It's these people fall from grace. These people who were, like, so famous and, like, you know, they could step on people. People would pay them to step on them. It's like, now they're going to be, like, poor or destitute. I'm telling you, really, I see it. It's like the movies. What movie am I thinking of? It's like this famous guy, and then all of a sudden he became, like, a homeless guy. A houseless man. There's a movie. They were like all walking around him like he was nobody. Remember that? What am I thinking of? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's an adjunct to your story ultimately as well. Like not letting anyone become your idol to the point where, you know, you're just giving them everything you got. Like I think there needs to be more balance. I do believe that can also be in any industry, guys. Even in, like, you know, I mean, you see these tarot channels. Sorry, I understand, like, but, guys, I mean, yeah, we've all seen these tarot readers who are just literally suctioning and vacuuming people's energy. Let's get honest, okay? It could happen in any industry. Anybody who's a vlogger, you know, and that's why you have to be very careful. See how someone makes you feel, you know? Are you starting to worship this person and idolize them to the point where, like, look at your life. Is it improving your life? Or are you becoming, like, more of a potato? And it's like you're wanting to just support this person at any cost, you know? Like, is it actually benefiting your life? If you're starting to become so obsessed with this person, that's why I always say, don't join my members unless you really are in alignment financially. Like, don't strap yourself to do that. That's not the point of members. That's not the point of, this is not the kind of, money is energy. So, so you need to see where someone is taking you. Oh, you know, and that includes anything. Your purchases, your consumerism. We've been talking about this. If you really want to buy that belt, but to buy that belt, you have to do things that are going to compromise your safety. I'm hearing that. Don't buy that belt. That belt doesn't have good karma. That's not good. That's not a good karmic decision. Okay? Move. It's not a good karmic move. Make yourself a priority. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it is consumerism, and that's a good point that almost made, is that it's a luxury. If we see it that way, it's a luxury, meaning as well that, you know, it is secondary to you. So when you are buying things, you are servicing, you're giving your energy, your money to a certain industry. Who owns that belt company? Who's that person? What is their intention behind that? If the energy is not right, and you have to practically strap yourself, if it's not really truly serving you to purchase whatever that is, but it's going to serve them. You're paying $500 for that belt and it's going to this. That's not karmically balanced, and that's not a good exchange. And we need to identify those moments with much more certainty and clarity, and to be firm and brave and stand to these industries that are trying to make us, feel that we need this and we need that, and I am in this impulsive energy, and if only I have that one object, then I can become this one person, and that's an illusion. Okay? And that's why loans are so toxic, and these credit cards are so toxic. Sorry, I have to be very honest here. I'm just going to be very honest here. Some people may be sensitive about this topic, but we've all been there. Listen, if it wasn't for me exploring the Sephora gift card, Sephora signed me up. I never had any credit card. Sephora was like, that was the only one really. Yeah. Okay. So whatever. That was the only time I ever took really like I used a credit card was the Sephora credit card. I paid it back, but it's like, guys, that thing is such a scam, and the energy associated with that is not good. When you are stealing, you're stealing. So in a way, right? It's like, why would you need to take a loan out unless you are not in alignment? Spirit and money is energy. I know this is very controversial. They don't want us talking about this because this changes a lot. If humanity were to really click with this, the world would be a very different place, and the elite would not be so elite. But what's driving that is something that you don't actually need. You don't need those things. If you really needed that thing, Spirit would make it happen for you, because you'd be in alignment, and it would be easy to manifest that. Think about any time you really, really wanted something. Okay, in your heart you wanted it, and it just happened for you. Think about those times when you thought you wanted something and it didn't happen for you, and then, something else happened for you, and that was actually much better for you. Spirit knows for you what's good. So when we are like going against Spirit and like getting these loans and like strapping ourselves to be like the Mr. and Mrs. Joneses, I mean, this is not what life is about. I personally learned this earlier in the years because of what Spirit was showing me when it comes to these industries. Many of them, they're all Freemason guys. These are run by these the Freemasons. Okay, like Sephora is a big one. Okay, think about anything that's not actually like makeup is not, I mean, I know people can argue this, but I'm talking like the bare bones. If you're gonna starve and not be able to eat food, God forbid, not be able to eat food, and go buy makeup, okay, this is not good. If a company is willing to sell you on something that would end up putting you in a compromised situation with your health, with your well-being, with your state of mind, your sanity. If they're selling you on something that's also addictive and something that you perceptively need, huge red flag. That company is not in alignment with also where Earth is going to. Earth is transcending, clear in the sacral. Earth is transcending into a state where we are not going to be tolerating those industries anymore, guys. I'm talking about spirit. I'm talking about planetary celestial bodies. They got no respect for that. So these industries are going to fall like flies. No. If you cannot afford something, there's a reason. The key is not to get a loan. The key is to find your inherent balance, your point of homeostasis with your higher mind, because we are omnipotent beings. Getting a loan makes you feel like you're not worthy. Like, oh, I can't get this, but then I'm kind of getting it. I know there are times, okay, but you know what I'm saying, guys? I'm talking about excess. I'm talking about taking a loan out to buy this new car, taking a loan out. I mean, guys, like, we don't need a car, really. We don't need a car, guys. This is a luxury. Okay, I'm talking about in general. In the majority of times, we don't need a car. We got legs. We have legs. We can walk, okay? Unless we're living in a city that, and this is another conversation point here, because I think this is really important. We need to start boycotting cities altogether. Cities that don't invest in this psychology that it's important to live also as one with the earth, like cities that are not environmentally friendly. Okay, cities like, I'm so sorry, but like Los Angeles, let's give an example. It's not cool to walk in Los Angeles. If you're walking anywhere in LA, you're looking like you need to get picked up. If you're standing at the bus stop in LA, you're looking crazy. No, really. Like, people looking at you like, you really think that bus is gonna arrive? Like, guys, like, these cities, they gotta go. These cities gotta click with it, because and the thing is, if you're living in a city like this is part of the reason why I don't live in LA, because I don't really have respect for LA. It's like, why this city, okay, who supposedly, you know, we have so much money, we have so much this, and we're tolerating the fact that there is like an extremely thick layer of smog that is looming above the greater downtown LA region is despicable. The fact that people actually still yet can observe that, see what their car creates in for the environment. And I'm talking about the immediate environment. I'm not talking about this, you know, environment. I'm talking about the immediate environment. Like, you see that real, and you do when you're on the highway in LA, you see the thick layer of smog. And you know what people say? Well, you know, it doesn't come over to this side where we're at by the ocean. It's like, how fucking selfish. And you're not living to change that. You're just basically perpetuating it. You know, the helplessness of those who live in the matrix. Many of you are going to be detaching, and you're going to start waking up. I don't want to live in this place anymore. I don't want to live in this city anymore. These people are like dumb. They're dense. Okay? Living for what's cool. You know, I want my car, my own little bubble, my own space. I understand. But we have steps, just like makeup. We have steps and layers and stages, right? I mean, until we're at the point where there is no environmental impact of that, why are we still doing these things? You know, there are children who are getting serious health issues because people won't stop driving their fucking cars in LA. Because people need their car, because people can't move to a city as well and boycott that city until they build a better infrastructure to sustain, okay? Yeah, lifestyles that actually are one with the earth and one with spirit. I'm hearing that because spirit's taking the reins here, guys. We're leaving this time of, you know, old Saturn. Saturn no longer ruling with Pluto. It's over. Okay, it's way over. Innovation is going to now be ruling. So if cities that can't click with it, well, yeah, not looking very exciting anymore. I'm just going to say that. Probably very hard to imagine right now. But yeah, anyways, so this is very key. Clear it in the crown. I know that clear the energy, frogs. We don't care. They don't want this out. It's like, Why are you talking against us? Like, it's not good propaganda. Yeah. So, anyways, by the way, you know, many of these companies, they all kind of own, it's like a hierarchy of just basically one conglomerate. They all own each other. It's like very impersonal at a certain point. We don't really know who's who, but we do kind of. So just, yeah, but we do know really the mega sort of, overlord power. The other thing though is that it's not necessarily that, you know, sometimes we think, oh well, I want to invest in local own and this and that, and it's like you can also have Freemasons in that capacity too. The important thing is your intuition. Where does this sit with your heart? And understand the circumstances before making a financial decision. Where does your heart sit with you in right before you make this decision? What are the events leading you to that point? Because spirit is very sage and very wise, and it sees what we don't see. It's guiding us. We're always interacting with spirit. Spirit's forever talking to us about what it is that really is good for us and the collective. And the truth is that when we make decisions that are selfishly for our good, that are good only for us, we don't find benefit from them. And they somehow fail. Those are the businesses that end up flopping, okay? Eventually, I'm talking way down the line. And also the ones that become karmic. Business is karma. And that's interesting. Because Saturn, it's not so much about, we'll say, energy and spirituality as we would think maybe, let's say, Neptune is, or even Pluto. But it's going to learn to become more spiritual here like that. And that's where we see karma with Saturn. Is kind of what we're looking at. It's kind of like the karma that bites you, but from a different perspective, where through time, what is it that we believe we can get away with? What is it that we've been doing for years and years that we think will not have consequence on some higher plane? Where do we believe that we're the omnipotent power? Where do we believe, and this can go for a country as well, a country that believes that there's no end in sight for its, its rivalries. I don't know, guys. A lot's coming up with this Aquarius, eh? Yeah, but a lot of things will be questioned. So, exactly. So, and this is about, a lot of this is about where you're spending your money. Personally, you know, through the years, just I've seen so much when it comes to these companies that try to just take advantage of people. And, it's in the impulsivities. So, definitely those who if those of you who have, I don't know, maybe you're involved in the industry of shopping industries, or you're involved in, maybe you have your own company, or however, you know, yeah, I'm seeing like credit lending and all of this. Something is going to really change with this. Anyways, it'd be interesting to see where these predictions end up. I know for myself, I've changed a lot when it comes to these such things. I don't buy anything that in that moment, so-called, you know, spirit is not making easy for me to attain. And so, yeah, and it makes you more intentional. Also, something that really needs to change is this it's not just fast fashion, it's like turnover purchases, like little things that are just easy to attain in the moment, but that don't actually hold up. There's no real intention behind that. So yeah, this is really important, guys. I think that this is though something that, you know, the so-called elite has knowledge of, that they don't share with us. What they preach to us is very different than what they practice for themselves. It's like they create a product that they want to eat themselves. They're creating a system that they wouldn't make use of themselves. You know, it's something like that. So we have to start waking up and understanding who the fuck is really behind all of these systems that really want us badly. You know, the more they're marketing it to us, I think that's the huge red flag. Why are you working so hard to market this to us? Why you gotta, I mean, yeah, so marketing, I think, also has to go, guys. Like, this is where we're gonna start. If I have the need, it comes from me. It's not, I saw this ad and then, oh my God. And that's part of the intentionality thing. You know? That's part of the being intentional about it. Is that your intention is yours. It's not, they're telling me what I feel I need right now. Very interesting. And that also has to do with addictions, industries, coffee industries, anything that's where you're acting out of your mind, you know, like crazy, you know, doing crazy shit. Gotta go to Starbucks like every day at the same time. I mean, what the fuck is that, guys? So, yeah, I'm just really seeing that as being something that is on its way down. I do feel it has to do with finances, resources. It's going to change slowly. I see a watch, like a wristwatch, but it will eventually change for sure. So a lot of people are conditioned to want things because of the projected desire for people to want things. Like, you want this. It's like because they want you to want it. It's like, okay, I want it. And that's including people you're attracted to. That's what we're saying. Am I really attracted to this person? Or like, are they projecting me? It's like black magic. It's like projecting to you, okay, in a way. Yeah. That's kind of like what it's like. So I think we're going to start applying spirituality to like everything. It's like, why should spirituality not apply to how I handle my finances? Why spirituality shouldn't apply to how I handle my dating life? And we've been talking about this. Why would I date someone who's in the Matrix? Like, I'm working so hard to upkeep my spiritual hygiene, and then I go and I date somebody in the Matrix who's just going to drain my force field? Like, that makes no sense. So we're going to start questioning where we're just present, honestly. And we're going to start driving these industries and these people around us as well to change. And we're going to become more of a sort of elite class. I hear it like that. Not in the way of what has become, again, it's not eye for an eye. It's not, you know, we're just going to do what you're doing. It's, we're going to bring balance to what elite really means in the crown. What elite really needs to mean. Okay, because there is a reason behind that. And it was abused, though. So this takes me to Lemuria. This talk takes me to ancient Lemuria. Okay, guys. Yeah, there is such a thing as an elite, a crowned society. There is, you know, but it's like this matrix is like a fungus that has grown, and it's crept through, and it's like Earth became very dense and very heavy, and it dropped. You know, it wasn't supposed to happen. That's what I'm hearing. Interesting. Yeah, it's like I see like Earth was actually in a higher vibration at a certain point, and then like something like crept in to Earth, and it like kind of like it sunk. You know, interesting. Yeah. So, well, yeah, guys, I mean, this makes sense because the technology of Lemuria was so advanced, and that's what we're seeing with the Aquarian age. So we may come back into touch with a lot of these ways that we were in our elite, that we were in our, and again, it's not, I mean, the elite of true elite, not like, I'm elite because I'm like, disempowering other people. I'm not stepping on other people, and this, you taking your energy back is not stepping on other people. Although they will make you feel that way. Oh, wow, look at me, you're not investing in my company anymore. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm not investing in your toxic masculinity anymore. Now, that's right, I'm not answering your texts anymore. You're not the go-to man of my dreams anymore. That's right. No, I'm not going to just give you a like on your pic because you're hot or whatever. I don't know, whatever, bye. Like, it's that kind of energy, you know what I'm saying? Or that you project that you're hot, okay, the marketing. Narcs who market themselves, right? It's just all the same thing, guys. All the same, you know, this in industry. They're all working together. Narcissists no different from someone who's selling drugs, y'all. I mean, it's just the same thing. Like, someone who's getting somebody hooked on drugs. Like, that's the same energy. They're all part, it's just like a mafia. They're the same nucleus. They're working for the same shadow. I'm just waiting for YouTube to just glitch this shit, I swear. Oh, well, yeah, the trolls. No, the trolls are on fire, man. And so is Andre, so are the mods, y'all. I mean, so it's like, you know, you're taking your energy back is not war. And so the irony is that they will try to infringe on your rights to do so even. Wow, like try to scare you off. Like, you know, it's like, fuck the hell, I am sovereign. I was born sovereign. The rule is that which was set by spirit that allowed me to incarnate. You heard? So this is for some of you. You're going to come back into touch with your ground rules. You're going to start really just like awakening to what you create with on this planet. And that is what you created with many years ago, and what made you gold to this world. Many of you, we have the uncovering of deities, ancient goddesses, you know, people who were just like, and these are most people who have been looking at you like, oh, who are you? You're going to be on the rise. I hear like that. Those are the people who are on the rise. I'm talking humble. I'm not talking, okay, I want to be like the Joneses, or I want to be like them and like I'm down here. Nah. I'm talking about humble dinosaur baby in the shell, knowing there's more out in the world. There's not ego here. There's no ego in this trance and this dance that now we are gonna become more proud of. Okay, so, and this is collection. This is collective. This is everybody, guys. Like, we're banding together. Those who have chosen light are deciding to speak up and use the voice as one. That's where this change is really being made. And these people never thought, but whatever. They don't think to begin with. Hence why they even incarnated to clear in the crown. Return to sender. So yeah, some of you are like very advanced souls and beings with ancient crystal knowledge. But yeah, I mean, not to be mistaken, a lot of people here in the spiritual community, it's like they're infiltrating because they kind of, there's some people in between, you know, it's like they didn't quite choose between, well, am I still ancient slave owner, or am I kind of like into this new age shit? It's like, bye, bitch. Okay, it's like it shows. Either you lost that frequency a long time ago, or you just didn't, you know. And many of these people, it's like they are in the, you know why they're in spirituality? Because they heard this is the up and up industry. Oh yeah. These people, it's like, just like the intellectualizing astrology even, I don't know, it's like, yeah, so it's really not about the industry at the end of the day, from that vantage point. The people here who you're having these epiphanies and downloads, it's not something that you're figuring out pen and paper. These are, you sleep on it, and you wake up with it, and you remember that you are it, and it's you. So many fakes and phonies, guys. I mean, it's like, I'm even looking on YouTube. It's honestly kind of freaky. It's like these robo readers. I'm serious. Like, and it's like they're trying to just copycat. I mean, it is obvious. But I think at a certain point, you know, people know. It's like, I mean, if you don't know, then you must be one of them, because anyone can spot that. I mean, that's just like reeking of, you just literally copy pasted somebody else's like voice even. I mean, just copying their voice. Anyways. But yeah, I mean, we're wise enough to see beyond that, right? I mean, but you know what I'm thinking? Like, some of it, I've seen people do that with my content, but then I also see it with other top readers. But, you know, I'm sorry, guys, like, also to say that, well, also in this circle of, like, very top tier readers, many of these readers, you know, many of them, some of them are, like, you know, real, I mean, you could see where they're really in alignment. Some of these readers, guys, like, I think they're just doing, like, you know, incantation work, seriously. Love and light, but and that's gonna have to balance out as well. Like, why this reader's getting 800,000 views, you know, something like that. It's not a hate, it's just, we have to question it as we would anything. Who is this person? I mean, you know, so and what's actually happening here, and I think a lot of it though is the issue when it's like people are just leapfrogging onto the content. It's like, oh, they find this popular. We see it all the time on TikTok videos. Just return it, Lord. Oh my god, I cannot. It's like these sheep commenting. It's like oh, that person commented they like this, I'm gonna comment, I like it too. It's like, God, you're not even thinking for yourself, you know? Oh, it's popular content, oh, it must be good. It's like, that's not true. Oh, everybody's taking drugs, must be a good thing. It's like, what? That's where the mainstream is gonna change, guys. Yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling, but I'm channeling. So yeah, this is, yeah, don't feel free to check out if it's too much, you know, no need, but this is definitely like, I don't know, maybe we got to just get this out there. return to center, clear the throat chakra. By Valentine's Day, we will have Mars in Aquarius. Yeah, it's like, girl, that's not necessarily your magic. Like, maybe your magic, you're better off working with crystals. Maybe you're better off, you know, hugging a tree. Like, who said that you need to be a reader? Like, and yeah, so, but anyways. But part of this is the redistribution of energy. Some of these readers are like cultish. I don't know where this is coming from, guys. I don't like getting political with that. But yeah, okay, so Spirit wants to talk about this. So some of these, these reading circles or whatever, the spaces are cultish. Some of them, like, I noticed this with readers who, I don't know, you have to see it for yourself. But you see it in the energy signature. Some readers, it's the way their content pops up. If some reader, you know, it's like, this has happened many times where I'm like, you know what, I'm going to unsubscribe from this person. And maybe not even readers, any YouTuber or whatever. Then all of a sudden it's like impossible for me to press the button. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, these readers are doing like some kind of strange ass mind warp magic or some bullshit. You know, it's like something is abnormal even, okay? Like, why is it that this has this many views? I don't know. Love and light. No, I mean, it's really not about... Let me say it like this. Spirit controls everything. So it's not about views. It's really not. But in a way it is, because they know that the more views manipulates consciousness in the sense of literally like, oh, wow, like more people are watching this, so it must be good. It's already sort of like preconditioning your mind to believe that the content is suited for you and that you should be following this reader or whatever. Just return it. So, but Spirit is in control. Clear the energy, okay? Clear the energy. Amir and Madeline, anyways. Clearing the heart chakra. I don't know what's what. I don't know. I don't know a reader by the name of Madeline. This is not a personal jab to nobody. I don't have any in particular person in mind right now, just so I don't have no beef with no particular reader, but I'm just saying in general, many times this has happened where I'm like, okay, why do I feel that it's like their content's playing in the middle of the night even? All of a sudden I wake up to some reader's video. It's like, what the hell is going on right now? And it's like, and you'll feel it with the energy. So something strange going on. Something very, very strange going on in the reading industry. Yeah, it's almost like guys, like a lot of shapeshifters even in the reading, because you don't even see their face. Yeah, it's like you sounding like a cookie cutter of this other reader. It's like they're just like becoming the same person. Anyways, whatever. So but you hear it in the voice. It's the voice that gives it away. It's the vibe. It's the whole vibe. The way that the way that you come across the reader is very important as well. You know, what led to that? How did that video pop up? What was your feeling right before their channel? Yeah, so whatever. Many of these readers, though, they may be getting unplugged. That's what I'm hearing. Suddenly just like taken off of the YouTube or wherever they're reading on. I don't know, whatever it is. I'm seeing a big star. So what are we saying now? What was the point of this? Oh yeah, so Spirit is in control of this. Some readers, they got to hit big numbers. I mean, we got a lot of people, you know, in one certain constellation. We got to work with them. Constellation, not zodiac necessarily, but yeah, I think that also the sign of the reader, sun sign of the reader, and so on really does relate to who they connect to. Yeah, but it's not really that I meant. Constellation being more like working with certain people in certain portals, and sometimes there are more people like that at a certain point, and that's why it's not about getting your ego involved, like if you're dropping in followers or your following is rising over time. It's really not about that. So, you know, but some of these readers, guys, I just feel like something artificial is going on. Yeah. It's like they're starting to become like a cult leader or something. It's like, why are you... It's like it's almost as if they don't want people to get off of their content. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know where this is coming from, guys. Spirit wants to talk about this. So there's something very particular here, okay? I'm seeing potatoes. That makes you think of the Great Famine. So I don't know what the point of that one is here. What Spirit, what do you want to talk about? I'm seeing a big, like, swirly circle. Like, the one that is endless. Like, in the clear in the circle, in the arcade. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, holy shit, this troll game is insane. What is going on? I'm hearing Gina. What is that circular thing? It looks like it's going in a circle, but it's flat. But it's an optical illusion. It's red and white. It's in the arcades, like at Chuck E. Cheese, they have that game. It's like a clown face or something. I don't know what I'm thinking of here. But yeah, I'm seeing that. So that makes me think of like thinking you're like making progress, but you're actually not. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like hypnotism. Right. So like many of these, yeah, whatever these readers or whatever, some of them are so blatant. It's like knock off. So many people just knocking off like these major, just clearing the circle. It's like at a certain point, it's like you're not embarrassed, like using the same phrases, saying the same exact phrases. It's like, this is not meant, I don't know, Spirit wants to talk about this. It's like some of these people, it's like openly fake. It's like, yeah, we admit there's a reason why this Chanel bag is only $2, you know? It's like, because it's a stock photo of Chanel, but yeah, of Chanel bag. But some of these readers are like really trying, like some of them are really, they're infiltrated. You have to be very careful with these people because they are in the dark magic arts, so they're not actually with a proper intention. I personally am very careful who I listen to, who I watch. It's also partly the people watching the reads, so you could be tapping into, and if the reader doesn't have good spiritual hygiene, I don't know. Sometimes I worry, you know. Sometimes I watch some of these major readers, even it's like, this is not a good space. Like you need you need to get way more clear with your boundaries with the energy, because you're putting other people at risk, okay, for what you're, yeah, it's like STDs, astral STDs, like that's really how it feels sometimes. Oh god. So that's important, you know. Be careful what you're reading, I guess, or what you're watching, or maybe if you're thinking of reading is not for everybody. You got to be careful. Readings can take you far out. You got to be grounded. Really, it's not just a game. It's not just a business. It's not just oh, look, they're doing YouTube, I'm going to do it too. This is not what reading is. Okay? This is a spiritual path that spirit, you need to be really grounded. You need to be really one with spirit. You need to really be in your element doing that with the proper intention. Otherwise, it can really fuck you up. I'm going to just be very honest. I've seen a lot of people get involved in reading and they're not doing very well, okay? It didn't ameliorate their life. They started to kind of go like almost even crazy. Some of them ending up on medication. So if it's not for you, becoming a reader, if you're not even really clear on what you're doing in your own life with yourself, and then you want to become a reader, yes, very dangerous, actually. Okay? And also, who you read for, that's another thing. But anyways, you know, just doing readings for, it's like, yeah, that's why I'm kind of careful. I know that I could get a lot of hits doing certain topics, but I've chosen not to over the years, and it's because I don't want to make myself vulnerable to certain types of entities, and I don't want to make you guys vulnerable to certain types of entities as well. I always feel the vibe before I get into a read, and sometimes I pull reads if I know that, you know, it's going to get a lot of people, but I don't want to, no, this is not the priority. I work with a different part of the galactic. Let's clear in the heart chakra, return to sender. Yeah, I'm not here just for more followers. Some of these readers, they're here for clout. It's really not about ascension, unfortunately. So please be careful. I don't know if Spirit wants to mention that. Some of these readers is like almost impossible to unsubscribe from. It says happen a few times. Return it. It's like, you want to fucking unsubscribe from this bitch? I'm sorry, but just, it's like, I don't even know who you are. It's like you started playing in the middle of the night. I woke up to your voice. Who the hell are you? It's like, I'm listening to your 5-hour sermon about all science bullshit. I don't want to watch that shit. was like, she got me in the middle of the night, I swear to God. And this one reader, I already told you guys about this. This reader, I'll never forget. She started playing in the middle of the night. And I am dreaming and talking to her while she's doing the reading, and I'm interacting with her, and I saw her energy and everything. I'm like, who the hell is this? It's like, then the subscribe, all of a sudden the subscribe button hits. Like, now you subscribe. It's like, then you want to hit the unsubscribe button, and then the screen closes, and he was like, what the fuck is going on? This shit's like fucking possessed. Okay, so yeah, some of you, and it's like she's getting like 80,000 like views on a video. It's like she's fucking hypnotizing people. Okay, something not right here. And it's like, if you really look at this, it's like, and then you look at where she took you. Sometimes spirit wants me to watch these people because it's of a warning. She wants me to see, yeah, they want me to see what's going on out here. It's like, then you see, okay, I followed you for 1 week and you just dropped me off of some random ass butt crack random part of the Hitchhiker's part of the galactic, and I'm not even understanding really what the fuck happened to me. It's like they're astral roofing y'all. That's how I hear it. You know, some readers, they are real, and some readers will save your life. Okay? Some readers out there doing readings, saving your life, okay, on you. Some readers here sitting here like, I mean, something not right, guys. Yeah, it's giving me like ancient slave owner even, okay? Like, yeah. I'm sorry, but oh God, I so badly want to call someone out right now here because it's coming to mind, but I don't want beef. I don't know why Spirit's putting me in this spotlight like this right now. But I'll say it like this. People who are like, when they say it's like they're owning their followers or something. No, you don't own nobody who's watching you, okay? It's like, I hate that thought projection, okay? I don't know, my God. It's already Aquarius season, y'all. It's like they call you like my loves. I'm not your love. Bye. Okay? Don't like my love me. Don't like my unicorn me. I'm not your unicorn. What the fuck are you saying? I'm not your subscriber even. Why am I your subscriber? I don't like that. No, I don't like that. No. This is a cult thing. I don't like that not one bit. Okay? Okay. So yeah, we have to just, I don't like that not one bit. But you can feel it, you know, the intention, of course. So, but anyways, yeah, it's like this thought manipulation bullshit. You hear that knocking? Yeah, it's like very creepy. Anyways, and then these people who, it's like you unsubscribe and their video keeps popping up. Take it as a huge sign. Who's knocking? You hear it? Better not be these wacko neighbors. Who nails shit in at 10:50 p.m. on a Friday night? You hear that? Sounds like they're playing ping pong in the ceiling. Anyways. It's like possessed. The content is like possessed. I don't know. Some of these readings, they got tentacles on them, I swear. And like, I have to, sometimes I gotta Reiki real heavily after I watch some readers. It's like, oh no. It's like a cesspool for like, it's like algae growing in that, you know, that, seriously. What do we, I mean, when we're reading, what are we doing, you know? Cleared and left side body, return to center in the clear, yeah. I'm very serious about hygiene. I'm very serious about spiritual hygiene. I'm very sensitive to that. I've become very sensitive over the years, more so. And like, if I feel something's off, no, I don't hesitate to block you anymore. No fucking reason why I should have someone in here giving me some stench, like astral stench, you know, talking in the chat. Same thing in the chats, you know, spewing their vibe in the chat. I'm very careful about that. I don't care who you are. You could have super chatted $2,000. And if you're acting like some buffoon, okay, when it comes to your hygiene, and you're here trying to sabotage other people in the chat room with your spiritual hygiene, I'm gonna block you. I don't give a damn. I don't care how long you've been subscribed. You're silly. People coming in, Why did you block me? I'm your number one supporter. The fuck, get out of here. I don't want to smell nothing of that. Okay, you don't buy your aura. You don't buy your aura, you do the work. And I don't compromise with that. And I know where you're at with that, truly, genuinely. So, yeah, and we test people. Clear it. Return the energy. It's all the time in the chat. Spirit's testing people. These people think, oh, it's Natalie blocking. No, Spirit had you tested. And, yeah, it's all karmic. So what you can do is do your shadow work. And don't complain, okay? That's number one. And these people here are coming back, oh, it must be a mistake, like you blocked me. It's no mistake. Okay, the mistake was you coming into the chat to begin with thinking that we're dumb or some shit. Okay, we're asleep on you. No, we're not. So, yeah. I'm hearing something about the Appalachian Mountains. Also, I've seen people, sometimes I see Spirit want to test these moderators. Okay, putting the moderators as moderators, you know, pointing people to moderators, and then it's like you see their behavior change, you see their energy change, you see their entities come out over time. I mean, it's like, who are you becoming? Just because you're moderating, you're turning into some weirdo. It's like you're getting some ego here. No. Okay? No, fuck around. Yeah, with that, we're not doing that. No, that it's like they're starting to become like, they think they're like somebody. Okay, suddenly, and this is spiritual test sometimes. I've seen that happen many times, and I gotta block the moderators. Anyways, maybe some of you are some of you, maybe you are readers and you're like realizing this in your own chats. Yeah, don't be shy, because these entities, that's how they come in. They try to make you feel uncomfortable with calling them out. Oh, but I just bought a private reading from you. Oh, but I just donated to you. Oh, it's like, yeah, okay. All of that gotta go too. Put all that in the luggage and just seal it off and just give them the boot, you know? So this is, yeah, some of you, this is with clients. Oh God, same thing. So I had a client one time, I don't know if you could call him a client, but yeah, we had one reading. He was paying me like $200 for an hour long reading, something like that. This was many, many years ago. And we did the session. And then he wanted to go another round, like right after. He was like, yeah, let's do another 200. Something didn't feel right about that for me, you know? And he was like wanting me to become his personal reader, and like he was willing to do this like $200 session for like 5. I'm like, no. You know, something was not feeling right about that. Some of you, you know, it's just, you got to see beyond the money. And that's, again, we got to say it. Spirit covers you. You don't need to be in fear. If you feel fear, that's not the right transaction. Not in the least bit. If you're getting like a feeling of like, I don't want to do this service for this person as well, you need to really think about that. Some of you, you're a masseuse. You got to be very careful with what energy you're picking up on via your hand chakras. Some of you not feeling comfortable with certain people you're massaging or whatever, or like over the years recently you started to get more sensitive, and yeah, you're starting to question like, that's not random, Spirit saying. Karen Crown. Wow. Oh my God. Y'all, thank you so much, like, for moderating these trolls. It's just, like, insane. They're just, like, self-combusting. They decided their last trolley train stop would be the Alchemy AU chat. That's how I want to get taken out. I want to get taken out by Andre. Oh, what a way to go. Shoot, if I was a troll, I want to get taken out by Andre too. But yeah, you know, or Sage, or, you know, everyone here, you guys are all so lovely. Like, this is really the end of the road for these trolls. And so, clear the throat chakra. Yeah, so it's over. Over and done. So, trolley train, yeah. They on the Trolley Express. So, yeah. Yeah. Game over. So yeah, these are people who like trust, you know, they had many lifetimes, but they took advantage of their 9 cats' lives. Okay. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, then that's the thing almost. It's like, you know, what you can do versus what you feel you're being guided to do and you're really in alignment to do. And so many times, you know, it's like you can tell when people are just out there doing it because they can. You know, could you be a reader? Could you go in to make cards? Of course. Anybody you got 2 hands. You can, you know, you had a deck somewhere somehow. making videos on YouTube. It's not, but it's the essence, it's the energy, it's the intention, and people feel that. People feel when you're really called to your calling, and it takes humbleness to really be one with the process. Sometimes, you know, we get ahead of ourselves. I really want to like start this business. I mean, it could be anything, right? I want to start this business. I want to do this. But if you're not there yet, and like in your heart you know it, and you wait, that's like saving your money and buying what you really want to buy. Telling the universe, I really want to get checked into the calling when I'm really called to it, and I then can make the most of it, and I have my full voice and how I call back to it. You know, it's a back and the forth between you and the universe. So it's like not getting ego with the universe. Many times, yeah, you know, sometimes I think that also much of the issue is when readers are not really in a space, or even anybody, guys, really, teachers, you're not in a space to really be giving advice to another person. It's like you're not really, I say it again, spiritually hygienic. You're not really, it's like you're just having, you're having fun, you're messing around, fucking around with people's lives, their spiritual ascension. This is a very serious thing. And that's what we're saying is very karmic. So if you're driving forces, money, and you're thinking that you can make money and this can be a thing for you, and you know, you're trying to look for something to do that you can make money from, y'all, this is not the thing to be doing. You need to be there's a select group of people who are very guided to be readers. Some people are truly phenomenal, and you got to be a soldier of your craft. The people who are making the most changes and really helping people with their ascension, that's what they see it as. They see it as this soldier work. It's not you're like a surgeon, okay, on this planet. But a lot of people, you know, looking for like, you know, and I think it's going to only get worse, guys, really. I'm starting to see a lot of this. It's like back in the day, for some reason, Spirit wants to, I feel like I'm rambling, but this is Spirit, guys. They need to talk about this. You know, when I was having my spiritual awakening, I remember it was so fucking hard to find even like a reader on YouTube. I remember there was like, you know, a handful. But there was no, I mean, like, you search Pisces, for instance, right? You see, like, the same readers. Like, it was, like, a handful. Now, I mean, guys, like, it's becoming, like, almost, like, impossible to even if you knew a reader, to find their content, even if you search their own name. Like, this is how crazy it's getting. So, yeah. Spirit is saying as well, like, more is not the better, and it's not just reading. They need light workers in their true craft space. So, you know, maybe if you're on the fence about reading, or maybe you're on the fence about whatever it is, tarot cards or channeling or Reiki healing, you know, listen really closely to what you hear you really want to do as well. Because some of you may be watching readers and you're thinking, this is it, this is what I need to do. Guys, reading is not easy. Okay, reading is not easy. Some of your guys maybe want to talk to you about this. Reading is not easy. It's not just, I got a deck of cards. Okay, I'm talking about, because you can read, but it'll be karmic if you're not really helping people in their true light. If you're doing it for fun, I mean, okay, that's one thing. I don't know. I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to people who are like, I want to become like a reader. You know, this is not taken lightly. And so, it's not easy. It's not, don't think it's easy. Just, oh, look at them. Like, yeah, I like that. That's a lifestyle I feel I want to have. Like, you know, it's not a fame thing, guys. Okay. And Spirit is warning you. Spirit will humble the shit out of you. Okay. Look at any reader. They've made, at a certain point, you know, even readers, guys, you see I've seen readers get 1 million views on a video go down to 20,000, barely hitting over 50 these days, you know, and they were in the millions. Like, Spirit will humble you. It's not about you. When you're reading, it's not about you. Okay. So, and I repeat, Spirit wants to tell some people here that if you are in a craft that isn't under the name of light work, and you're not really ready for this, It's very karmic, and it's kind of like false marketing, and you're liable for that, astrally speaking. So if you're guiding people falsely and in directions that are, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and you're not really, even good at what you're doing, but it's like you're just projecting as well your own trauma onto people, that's not cool. And it's not a game. And people, when they are looking at watching readings, they're looking for a guide. And some people, you are qualified, absolutely, but some people are not qualified whatsoever. Some people here, I see people, I say it again, people just thinking that they're going to become a reader. They want to, the funniest thing, I don't know, it's not about me, but Spirit brought to my attention through this one person. I go and I see their video popping up, because it shows who's watching whose video. So yeah, some people popping up who apparently watching my videos, and then they're posting videos, and they're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but they're looking exactly like how I'm looking at one video. Like, she got some red lipstick on, she's like, and the way she's talking, the way she's sitting, the way she's dressed, it's just weird. I don't know. It's like, I felt like I could just feel it, that she's trying to kind of copy, basically, more or less. It's like, this is not a talent show. If a reader is doing one thing, yeah, they don't want me to talk about that. Should be embarrassed, okay? By the way, this is not a show, it's channeled. So if I'm putting lipstick on, or I'm doing one thing or another, this is channeled. Honey, this is not my Instagram. Half of the things I'm wearing when I'm doing readings, this is not me, okay? This is not me. I don't dress half of the way. I don't do half of the things that you see me doing in these readings. These readings are for channeling purposes. So some of these people coming on to here thinking it's about looking sexy or some shit, or showing your tits and shit, whatever it is. That's not what it's about. Okay, but some of these people coming and trying to just kind of copy and emulate the energy. It's like, Lord, no. So Spirit is saying, if you think, though, that it's about copying and that there's an algorithm, you'll not only not be leading other people, I've seen dark energy here, yep, but you will also be sacrificing your own transcendence. Okay? So this is something that it really is coming down to, and Spirit is, because I think it may be something that Spirit's having to now deal with, is these, fake ass readers. They were definitely not having to deal with that years ago. This is the fake ass readers and the fake ass channelers and all of this. These people just like, at a certain point, like, I'm hearing and I'm seeing, and some of them are very on point, but some of them are just, no. It's like, Spirit's like, we did not tell you that. It's like, they got to come audit the YouTube channels now. I'm telling you. So yeah, for some reason, a lot of people here as well, I've seen taking breaks, long breaks, some readers taking very long breaks out of nowhere, clearing the crown. Some readers, being pulled off of the web entirely. And so what goes up comes down. Like, if you think you're just here to go up, that's not what it's about. You're going to ride with the collective. And I know for myself, I'll tell you from my experience, personally, to read in authenticity, you cannot come from ego. If you're going to be doing what you think is going to get you more views on your videos, and you're here for the views, you will not be very happy with what's going to come of your life. Okay? And that's from Spirit. If I did what I thought was going to get me more views, I would not be following the collective authentically. I would not be making the waves that I would be making. And so many years, people have told me, people outside of the circle of tarot have told me, why don't you start marketing this and start selling that and start, people looking up to you in this way, you should do this and you should talk to them in this way. No, I could do that, but that's not where they need me, And so some of you here, are you really there for your collective is the question. Maybe some readers here, you're under scrutiny. Maybe some readers here, Spirit's coming to talk to you. Some of you wondering, why am I not doing so well with my reads? It's not about, are you really there for your readers? I'm hearing that as well. Some of you are reading for readers. So yeah, this is where we may need to have a bit of a moment with Spirit, possibly, and really kind of screw some bolts back in and make sure that we're really here for who we're really needing to be here for. Maybe some people, you know, some of you, you're in the tarot field and it's turning into like something of like, I don't know, maybe it's turning into more of an ego thing. And spirit is, you know, listen, they will bring some entities your way, and you're going to start thinking that someone's doing some black magic on you. No, that's spirit. They don't like the way that you're moving that content around and mobilizing that kind of energy, because you got entities in that energy of yours. You need to clear your energy and your entities first, and then you need to maybe find some form that it suits you best when it comes to your healing for others. It's about other people, really, when it comes to healing. So healing is not, I'm on the runway, right? It's two different things. Boy, do I know it, okay? Because, yeah, I made that distinct decision. I was speaking with spirit before I came into tarot. Before I decided to pursue spirituality, I had to make a very clear decision to step away from that industry. I almost pursued it. I shared this story many times. So, and I decided, no. You know, at the time, was there money in that? Yeah. At the time, was that something that was very alluring? Yeah. But my heart was telling me that the collective needed me somewhere else. And so I was not going to be in my ego. I had to make that decision. So it's the same thing for anything. It doesn't have to be fashion versus tarot. It can be, making a deck versus reading. It could be, you have to be authentic. That's where spirit will really help you. So some of you, I don't know, maybe you're like wondering why your tarot channel's not doing well, because what does it mean to you? Who are these people to you? Do you even know who they are? If you have not transcended in your own right, okay, and it requires honesty, okay? Listen, guys, when I started tarot, it was zero. At the time, I was living with my family. I was living at home. I had no intention of making it a business, guys. Zero. I was completely possessed. Okay, I'm being very honest. I was completely in a hypnotic trance state when spirit incarnated me into my calling with this. It took me under 2 seconds to literally create the YouTube channel, name, everything. It was bam. Had not thought of it for more than a day, guys. No. In fact, I was even like really kind of like, is this what I really need to be doing? And I checked in with spirit, and they gave me the absolute sign. They gave me the absolute go ahead. And they said, we're going to protect you with this, and this is for you to do. I said, okay. And I knew it, okay, in that moment, that's what I needed to do. I wasn't at all seeing it from any shape or form perspective of a business. And the issue now is that I think many people are starting to see that it's a business or whatever, and it's like, oh, wow, look, it's like, and even these people, oh, wow, you're doing tarot, and like, oh, that's your living. It's like, that does not matter, right? That's not, at a certain point, like, there are readers even who are not making it their full-time living, but they're doing it. So, and that's just not really, that's not why it matters. So some people here, that's where some of this energy is coming from. Anyways, but at the time I was living with my family, guys. In addition, and I was quite comfortable at home at that point, relatively speaking, right? This was after I was living in New York. I had my own apartment, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to go home, and I moved home, and I was starting to work on the startup, whatever. But then, yeah, I took a break from the startup, and I was just, I was definitely having an awakening, and so there was a reason for all of that. Spirit wanted me at home, having my awakening that way, and then launching this from when I was at home. So, yeah, in no way was I wanting it to become a business even, guys. It wasn't until relatively recently that it started to become a way of me, because I then, via breaking a generational contract of not wanting to be around certain karmic energies, 1111, I decided to go at it alone. And that was very challenging, because it was the karmic contract I was breaking. And many people on the channel did not support me making money off of this. So yeah, guys, but I'm not supporting those people. That's not who I'm here for. And that's where I adjust to my proper audience. Okay? I adjust to who it is I'm really talking to. I'm talking to the people who believe in reciprocity as well. And that's what I started to realize, that I deserve to have my autonomy in this world. I don't want to be stuck to my parents, my generational karma. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to make those tougher decisions, to go out on my own. I moved across the US alone, not knowing, I didn't know I didn't have an apartment, nothing, guys. And you can imagine the resistance on the astral that I had felt. None of my family wanted me to move here. They were all like trying to, make me feel like, for the most part, oh, like, she's going off, like, we're worried about her, that kind of thing. Not all of them, but, projecting like that this tarot thing. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you is exactly why I'm leaving. This conversation as one that's in the past. And I've noticed the people who really have supported me through the years in being controversial in that way. And some people here, you just see it so ever so clearly. Some people, complain like, oh, wow. Oh, it's like there's like as if they don't want you to make money from doing your light work. It's almost like they want to put you out of business or something, right? And you start to think, wait, what? Hold on a second. Because it's not just me reading for you, right? Much of what I offer is my own transformation as well. It's almost like, people who are like, oh, why do you like charge for this and that? It's like, well, okay. What are you saying here? You don't want to invest in someone innovating the way that they can extend themselves to you as well. It's all, that's right, figure 8. So some people here, they want to limit you. And, I'll say it again, for whatever reason, Spirit wants to talk about this. In the very beginning, when I first started charging for extended reads, guys, I got so much hate. People were just like, you cannot imagine how fucking rude people were. I followed you for so many years. I used to love your content. That's it. I'm unsubscribing. Now you're about money. Oh my God. Like, are you like, okay? So hold on a second. How, the keyboard you're typing on, are you at the library using that keyboard for free? Hold up. Where are you right now? Okay, wait, hold on. How did you learn to speak English? Oh, you went to school. Okay, wait. Who paid for your school? Who paid for your education? Wait, how did you make it through school? How were you able to concentrate through class? Oh, you had food you had food, right? You had money for food. Your parents had money for food. How did they, so they actually got paid, right? Okay, so this is the ancient slave owner bullshit that is part of this whole matrix. And just because you're in the world of spirituality, you're not going to have everyone here support your ascension. And part of what I do is me ascending too. I have to ascend to also allow you guys to ascend in some ways through this conversation we're having. Not allow, like, I'm holding it, but you understand, okay? The people who are understanding this message really, yeah. It's the guides who are bringing these downloads. And so they're like, who do you really support? The reader? Do you really support or do you have an ego with the reader? Some people, I don't want her to get her to make money off of, and this is so sick, This is a sickness. These people like, I don't want to hit, for instance, I don't want to hit the like. I don't want to give her my like. I don't want to give, so sick and so disturbed. So selfish, right? And it's like a mentality of, I just want, and you see it. So some of you, maybe you're readers, if maybe, you offer privates, get ready to see it in the private reads. Oh my God. Any reader, most readers don't offer privates. I think I'm one of the few who still offer privates, who are like mid following range. Once you get over 100K, there's a zero reader out there who's doing privates. Really, even in general, I think a lot of people don't offer privates. It's understandable. But a lot of people you'll attract, it's just like, it's very challenging because it's not what you see is not what you get. And spirit moves through you. If you are a genuine light worker, they will move through you to test people. So clients are not just clients. They're being tested by spirit. And that's why we say it's always karmic. So yeah, some clients come in just to test you and limit you. They get your reading, steal your energy and then they go and they refute with their bank that they want a refund from you for absolutely no God-given reason, but to just have drained you and to leave you high and mighty dry. So some of you here, you know, I don't know, I don't know, yeah, just be ready, be prepared. I would have personally loved to hear this advice before I started reading for other people, but yeah, it's some crooks out there, and be very careful who you're reading for. Yeah. So, and listen to spirit with that as well, the timing of that, because some of, you know, no one knows better than spirit. Some people, they try to bully you into reading for them, or bully you into reading on certain topics, or, and when you're reading with someone, you're traveling and you're taking their energy on temporarily, and it's something very, honestly, it's very sacred. It's very sacred because it's your energy space and it's your vessel, and they really need to be respecting you. The number one red flag is if a client is disrespectful or down talking to a reader. Huge red flag. If they're being a bully in any way, or if you're feeling you need to read on something, or you need to make the client happy with something, no, huge red flag. That person is in the shadow and they don't deserve your energy. So with people like that, yeah, some people, sometimes it's not always that this is the reason that your reading will be delayed, but spirit, sometimes they just need to wait a portal or two. But you need to listen to spirit sometimes with that one, because they have to give that person their karma. And so yeah, make it awkward. Anyways, guys, I feel like I've been rambling, y'all. It's a Friday night ramble. Bought clients, exactly. Yep, 100%. And it's like they're, yeah, and even like the signature of their money is just something not right about it. So yeah, it's like these people, these clients who, you can feel it. They never wanted to really pay you to begin with. So they just like literally like they ask you for the read. I'm not trying to make anyone paranoid, because they're honestly lovely clients too. But yeah, like people who are such a pleasure to read on their energy. And you know, you learn so much as well from reading with them, and it's just a lovely exchange. But some of these people, guys, like they go in, they know that they're going to try to ask for a refund in the end. Like they're going to literally do a forced refund from their bank. Some of you maybe really just need to have your wits about you. If you're not doing privates, I'd just be so careful if you plan to. That's something that, yeah, I'm going to start getting extremely exclusive with that. If I even do personals again, ever, I want to interview who the hell I'm giving my energy to, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, but yeah, some of you, maybe you are doing readings, and these people are set up. They are set the fuck up. All right, it's like the minute you send them the reading, then they're gonna go to Chase Bank or whoever their bank is. All of a sudden, you see there's like some issue, you know, they're pulling money out of your bank. Yeah, this is all very karmic as well. And those people, by the way, who do that silly nonsense, listen, if you do that, you're stealing goods from a Saks, Fifth Avenue, or whatever you're doing, or, you know, you're going into the store, Walmart, and you're literally stealing stuff into your bag. Okay, where's this a difference? Yeah. When it comes to spirit's energy, because this is spirit. This is spirit's energy. Okay? 444 on the clock right there. 44444 actually on the clock right there. That's different. Okay? And spirit keeps receipts. And they will follow you home. Okay? And it's very karmic. I've learned to just go hands off. Okay? And people who do that, who try to, you know, force refund, oh man, I feel for them, you know. You must be really on your way out and off the grid. So try not to take it upon yourself. Some of you, maybe you feel even like that, oh, you didn't do a good job of your reading. Fuck no, these people are frauds. I've had people come through and try this. This is sickening. They're just sick in the head, guys. So some of you, I don't know, maybe you had an experience and you just need to know that spirit will handle that, okay? And you'll get everything you are owed sevenfold. That's what I hear. Because it's not really your energy, remember it, it's spirit. So they're kind of lending you a bit of, yeah. And so they want to see, they're trying to trap these people. That's really what it's about. Oh, you're trying to steal from the lightworker, you're trying to steal from the chosen one. Okay, no, I got you. No, she's not Walmart, you heard? Yeah, I hear like these people. Damn, that's their tea. Anyways, no, yeah, so some of these readings are like spirit just spitting truth all up in their face in these reads, and it's like, oh, was that something you didn't like to hear? You don't want to hear that? Well, are you gonna try to blame it on her? Okay, you're gonna blame it on the reader for being honest with you. She did what she needs, she was honest. So anyways. Thank you. Thank you, K-Angel. So, you know, it's like these people acting like you're some pop-up, just like you're some Amazon or some shit. It's like, no. 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 Okay. Silly. So silly. So energy vampires, energy rapists. Okay. In those days back when I used to do phone readings, oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just me. But, whoa, man. Like, I don't recommend it. If you're gonna do privates, I wouldn't do phone readings. No way. People are too abusive. Way too. They don't respect you. Okay, they eat up all your time, y'all. They don't respect you. Hey, I gotta go. You be talking to somebody on the phone for 2 days, okay? It's like, then they have your phone number, they call you, they think you're friends now. Oh my god, please, guys. Please. Don't do that. If you're gonna be doing privates, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go down that path. But yeah, that's a whole nother thing, you know? Talking gibberish circles and nonsense, flirting with you. I mean, just like so much nonsense. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, you guys, for holding the grid here. So up high where it stands at. They do. And sometimes it's like not giving it to them. You know, part of the lessons I've learned, sometimes their reading is not getting their reading when they want it. Right? Sorry. It's like, you just feel it. You're just wanting this service because you feel you're paying for it and you just want to demand it at a certain point. You just want to feel that I'm your reader. It's like, I'm not just reading for you. This is your moment with spirit. It's about humble. It's about being selfless. All right? Yeah. Yeah, for real. You know, it can be. Clear it. Anyone a reader here? I'm sure you guys empathize and understand. Ew. Return it. Clear throat chakra. Exactly. Tough love wake up call. Yeah. So, yep. I'm a Pisces. This was definitely a lesson, you know. Yeah. So, entitlement, right? Yeah. Yeah, so. Oh my god. Oh man, we're running the whole gamut. I swear. It's like spirit just like I think Spirit just want to dump them all through right through here. They want all these here trolls to just hop off the timeline right in the Alchemy and you chat. This is where we bid them a final farewell, huh? Pluto and the sun at 29, y'all. Yeehaw. It's like, this is just like weird. And they're all like Middle Eastern or something? What's up with that? I don't know, man. I don't know what. Love and light. I'm not saying nothing. I'm Middle Eastern before you. Oh, look, she's racist. I'm Middle Eastern, motherfucker. You weirdo. Yeah, so, what happened to your projection? Yeah. Because, yeah, I didn't catch that shit. What do you mean you didn't catch that shit? Yes, hurling somewhere off into space. Now get. These people are so weird, man. Yeah, their frequency is off as hell. Just clear, return it. What is up? Yeah. That's Andre. He's literally going helicopter on these here rotten fruits. Rotten fruit ninja. Petrified fruit. Looking like some piece of petrified fruit flying from the galactic. It's like weird. Like, these people are so strange. And they're just like, for whatever reason, like, why are they like in the Alchemy U chat room? It's bizarre. Yeah, he's a spiritual sniper, right? Like, what is this? Y'all, this is... I see a shooting star. But it looked like a snowy one. I think we have a lot of guides in the room. A lot of guides want access to these trolls, so when they come through here, like, we're an open channel. I got a lot of Pluto. When y'all run through here, we got some people in the room, so they want to see you. They want to see a bit more of you. They're here getting a closer look at you. So I'm gonna leave the portal open, y'all. I know that this is maybe but if you feel like it's uncomfortable for you, you can leave. There is a lot of heavy troll energy. But yeah, I'm letting Spirit Fruit Ninja this shit and do what they need to. I see you, Andre, just boomeranging these fruit ninjas over to these rotten fruits. That's a bad apple over there. That's a bad apple. Back over. It's over, like, sending them back to their mother's place. Yeah, no, she done locked that place up. So we got to send them over somewhere. We got to take them through the chute. The fruit chute. They're going down the fruit chute. Oh, man. Yeah, they're going down the chute. I'm seeing alphabet letters in the chute. What was it when you learn the alphabet? I don't know. What was it? There's a word. Conjunction, junction. What's your function? Yeah. Yeah, so, anyways, it's like swiveling fruit in like a Austin Powers swivel chair. I just see like rotten fruit swiveling on swivel chairs. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, party on the front. Oh man. Fumigating with his light. with his light capacity. Lightsaber. Showdown. Yeah. And everybody here, honestly, we're all playing a part and holding this grid here. Sage, Surfer Mario, y'all are awesome. Everyone here, we all play a role, even those sitting up in the cut. I know we got a lot of, you know, protectors, agents sitting in the cut, watching, just sitting back, not necessarily in the chat, but protecting the grid. And we thank you so much for that. I hear it like this. So yes, Spirit is watching everyone, and they want to know. They want to know what you want for dinner tonight. I hear it like that. They want to treat y'all, okay? So make a wish. I hear it like that. Those of you, those of you in the light. Yeah. Spirit is definitely, they're in the house. They're in the house and they're catching the mouse by the tail. And they just kind of dangling him. So, yeah. And they're doing a real quick swivel swirl before they Fling them across ye old galaxy. Yeah. They leave nothing but the slip of this here banana. Banana was petrified. It's like some kind of poetry, yeah. Banana poetry. So, yeah. Yeah, but basically, guys, we're at the turn of the century. And a lot of trolls will be taken off of this timeline. So, it's for real. Clear it, throat chakra. I started to realize, like, and I mentioned this before as well, that the people I come across, and also in 3D, usually it's before they either elevate or they're going to be taken down. So I'm going to just leave the portal open. Spirit needs these people to roll through and just reveal themselves, check themselves in to the, to the hotel. I'm gone. Going once, going twice, I'm gone. No one be bidding on none of that. And so he's off of eBay. He's off of the galactic eBay. I don't know. They're going to delete his astral eBay account. They're going to delete his AI troll nation surveilling spirit bullshit. Okay. So yes, Isaac is yawning. My, you've been on for quite some time. How boring. Tricky tricksters. That's what I'm hearing. Anyways. And like literally, yeah. Spirits had me just laying in bed, like in one place. Like they're not letting me move. They're just having so many activations. It's just insanity. And ironically enough, everybody's texting me. Everybody, all these narcs coming out of the woodworks, like wanting to talk. It's like, really? I straight up told them, I had no shame. Not a good time. They coming in, trying to squeeze through the portal. Because, yeah, these people trying to interact. Return it. I'm your park ranger. They know you're the park ranger. And they're being chased down by this bear. It's like, that's really what it's like. So, they want to interact with you. It makes them feel like this is not scary, but it is scary. And they need to realize it's serious. And they're going to get a lot of karma come their way, guys. They owe anyways. They're gonna start having to do their homework. Some of you, they want to be friends with you out of nowhere. It's like these people acting so sideways, and then all of a sudden they just calling you like they did nothing. This is for some. I've been experiencing that personally. I had to get really firm at that. Like, no, I'm not just gonna no. I'm not just gonna talk to you because you're just like trying to talk to me. You know, I don't feel comfortable with that. So. And these are like friends, family members, whatever. All kinds of people, guys. So, yep. What the hell is going? It's like as if, like, I don't know, man. It's like when you know you're going to lose the game, you just throw your coin in the air. That's what it's like. That's what you're doing when you're coming into this chat and you're doing such things. So. And the drama. Another thing, guys, yeah, do be aware for people. They're acting out of character. Egos flaring out of nowhere. Oh yeah. People acting just completely out of their mind. Clear throat chakra, return to center. Violence as well with Pluto conjunct Mars at 29. Pluto at 29 in any sign. You gotta just kind of just sit back and just kind of just assume that people are, but it's partly because they are frustrated because they're getting their karma. They're starting to clear in the crown, lose clout. That's what I'm hearing. And they're becoming angry. It's like when they have a addiction and they're going through withdrawals. I'm hearing Sam. Damn, these trolls are relentless. Yeah, Andre. Exactly. So I'm hearing ribosomes. I'm hearing ribosomes, so yeah. Anyone else want to roll through? We got Pluto up in the house. Yeah, tell us more, Andre. Like, in what ways? Andre says, I can't believe people don't see what's going on in society. There are the people who are, like, still pretending they don't see. There are the people who really just don't see. And then there are the people who do see. True. It's the news and all that. The other day I had someone call me, or tried to call me, start trying to sell me on freaking pharmaceuticals. It's like, the fuck are you doing? You're trying that? And you know I'm woke, love and light. Clearing the, I feel heat in the left ear. You know who you are. I mean, you're talking about rugby. Why are you working for Blue Pill? Bye. Yeah, I'm about to get controversial. Let's get at it. Let's get at it. Clear it in the sacral on my side of the body. Just out of curiosity, just curious, no judgment. How many of you did get the jab? How many of you didn't? How many of you went without the jab completely? Oh my frogs. Return. Someone paying you to be here, huh? Someone must be paying you to be here, huh? Look at how many trolls we got. No, this is like unheard of. Almost like a flute magician level. Some so woke they need a nap. That's good, right? Goddess code. Right. Right. Clear and throw chakra. Just return it. I see a Trader Joe's bag. Jesus Christ. These people are paid to be here. 100. They gotta be. There's no. I mean, we must be getting some serious dirt. Ooh, we got under some fingernails. Some friggin' fingernails there. Okay. They are being paid. There was actually, I said it again before. There's this reader, he's like really intense, Scorpio dude. He, just saying like facts, y'all, like straight up. He saw some of his videos. Then I was complaining about some trolls on the channel one time. And then he came on and commented, they happened to me too. I ended up doing a reading on them, and it's like paid through this like weird system. Someone's paying these people to do this. Yeah. Can you believe that? Paying them to, Jesus Christ. Let's try to spam this chat. Insanity. Not surprising. It's from the past life. Y'all ain't taking us down, you heard? So yeah, has anybody, how many, has anybody, yeah, they all work, right? It's like one person, because I remember I one time did a Scorpio read. This was back, like, when I first started the channel. It was one of my very first Scorpio readings. I had a vision of a tarantula, and I saw someone with, like, you guys remember that show, Mr. Robot? Somebody with like 1 million computers. It was like tentacles. I remember thinking, what the hell is that? Yeah. Anyways, like a tarantula using a computer, but like multiple computers, like 1 million computers. Like, you know, a tarantula has like 1 million eyes, like 1 million computers. It's like fucking weird, guys. These people. I don't know why we're zooming there, but yeah. Oh my god, right, Junior? Oh my goodness. It's like the same shit. Coincidentally, there was someone who played the flute that was heavily involved in the history related to Cleopatra. I don't know. And Mark Antony or something. Anyways. Whatever. Sounds like you know something about it. But yeah. Clearing the sequel. Remember? Yeah. Wow. Who was on the channel at those times? But yeah, I'm curious. If anyone here, I'm just out of curiosity, has anybody like not gotten the jab at all? Not even once, or something, or so. If that is the case, can you type tiger stripes? Like if you never got the jab. Just curious. No judgment. You don't have to. You don't have to say it as well if you don't want to. It's like, you know, and recently, guys, like, sorry, but this crazy, I mean, I really think they're just trying to weed people out. They're just trying to weed people out. Okay. Like, I'm seeing something about MSNBC. What's the news station with the big eye? I'm seeing that. It's fucking strange because I'm seeing it like many, like how we were just talking about the tarantula arms. Like I'm seeing many of that logo, like many in a row. But yeah, like multiplied. Like what if the news networks were paying for these trolls and shit? Like, because we're basically giving facts. I think that channeling and these such things may become the next like news. People not gonna be watching the news anymore unless you're some like old ass like fart geezer. Okay. So I am seeing something about this like stupidity that they're feeding off of with these people. Like people still getting this thing. Okay, I know we got a lot of people. It's all activations, y'all. Love and light. Talk to a personal practitioner. This video is for entertainment purposes only. When you're making any health decisions, this is with your health. You have to talk to a personal practitioner. However, this is all like Jesus Christ. These people who are still getting these fucking vaccines. It's like it's like these people who date these people who were like convicts, just got out of jail, like escaped from jail, like they know he's like, God forbid, like it's like sleeping with like, God forbid, like it's Ted Bundy. It's like no comment. They're just, and they're still feeding this propaganda, this fear propaganda. I was so shocked to see an advertisement on that there's another wave of, you know, It's like, y'all, like, I don't know, man. It's like some people here, and the thing is, like, it's like, you know how Claire, return to sender, Amir and Clara, Amir and Alicia, some of these people watching the news, they're turning into like children who just repeat like what they hear elders say. Hi, Isaac. I'm listening to what Natalie says, and it sounds like she's been talking for a long time. Thank you, Isaac. It's a compliment to my Mars and Gemini. So, yes. Now, but it's like, I don't know, you guys. At a certain point, I think it's just stupidity. Like, how could you not... How do you trust? How is it that you put your life in the hands of an entity? You know? Clear. It's these people who... This is not to say everyone who, at a certain point, receive a vaccination is stupid, to clarify. But there's, like, a certain tier of people. I'm just gonna some people have, like, woken up. Like, they're like, I don't really trust this thing, you know? Like, a lot of people who were, like, very into the vaccine, they started not being into the vaccine or whatever. Because they started to, like, think, this is not really making sense. It's like, what do you think they're injecting you with? It's not just antibodies, it's a whole bunch of other weird stuff, and it's like, you trust these people? It's like letting some random weirdo cook for you your food. Oh, man. So, but anyways, this is like an exaggerated example, but... You guys are awesome. Damn! We need to, like, we will have a recording of this. I guess it'll show. I mean, I guess I don't know if it'll show on playback, but, like, we'll all remember this went down in history. What's with this weird-ass religious group that's showing up? It's too weird. Like, what are they saying? Now... Right. Sheesh. So, yeah, nothing in life is free, man. You know, these people just, like... I don't know anymore. And these young kids getting these back, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna just return it to sender, and you make your own decisions in your life, of course, when everyone's on their ascension journey and whatever, but, yeah, it's like, they be owning you and shit, like, you know, it's like you get one vaccine, it's like, then you put your hands, like, in, you know, it's like, in pharmaceuticals we trust, it's like, then you start, like, trusting them with everything, basically. It's like these people turning into, like, it's like, it's starting to become your mascot. That's what I'm hearing. Take it as you will. Pun intended, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. There's something going on, y'all. Yeah, definitely with that. But I feel like, I think that's obvious. We probably all feel that sentiment on this channel. Probably most people watching this channel are not really, in favor of a mass global etiquette that would be run by one supreme, very rich overlord group head, if you know what I mean. So that's something that I think is unanimous amongst lightworkers, actually. And I remember that a lot of lightworkers around the time of COVID and all that, we were all having the same feeling. Like, we didn't trust that vaccine, whatever. Love and light, you know, if you got it, I'm not saying nothing, but just take it as you will. Some people, you know, I don't know. Yeah, there's just all factors, many factors, like, but, clear the sacral. Okay. Some people watching this news, like, without repeating what they're seeing, like a child. So, but even the news is getting weird. I started to notice, like, sometimes it pops up on, because I don't have TV, I don't watch TV, but on YouTube, like, news excerpts pop up. Anyways, these news anchors, like, something's off. I don't know. Love and light. Some of them, I'm not saying every news and whatever, but you understand. Not every news station, but, like, I think you can usually tell as well who's thinking for themselves and who's not, and who's just kind of watching. I mean, what's the purpose of the news? Like, I think it's really changed over time. What's news? What's considered news? Is it news if it's really moved through so many hands and you know, and then been filtered to the point where it's basically a strain of what it wasn't? There's just something, it's like GMO news, love and light. Oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, these people are so strange. Love and light to everyone. You guys are awesome. Clear it in the sacral and the root chakra. Maybe we'll come back later, guys. I love you all, and I feel there's more to this message. Like, Spirit does want to talk more. And Isaac, all right, baby. Isaac's